everyone, how are you doing this lovely, lovely afternoon? I'm assuming I have a camera pointed on me. I see nothing on the preview monitors, though. Hi, everybody. It's good having you here today. Thank you so much for joining us here on our live stream. I am Jack, of course, joined by my lovely and talented co-host, BK. Hi, Beaks.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Excellent, excellent. Good to hear. And you're going to be hanging out with us for the next couple hours. We are hanging out here talking Annual Pass, talking theme park stuff. We're going over some of your answers to our questions we have during our episodes. We're going to be giving away some park maps. And today we've got a special treat for you because later on we're going to be building the Annual Pass Mascots. And so that's going to be a process, and it should be a lot of fun, and we want you to contribute to the Annual Pass Mascot. But yeah, welcome, everyone. It's good seeing you. Thank you for showing up here today and hanging out. Make sure if you don't already subscribe to Annual Pass over youtube.com/Annual Pass. We're also on TikTok. We had a TikTok go up today.
Yes.
It was me and producer Ben and Katie looking at the Mickey's 50th or the Magic Kingdom 50th anniversary hot dog. It's disgusting, to say the least.
I don't like hot dogs.
You don't like hot dogs?
I'm not like a hot dog person per se. I'm more of like a chicken sandwich, wings, turkey leg.
So what do you get when you go to like a ball game? Like when you go to like a baseball game or something?
Rephrase that. Have you ever been to a baseball game?
Have you ever been to a baseball game?
Once. And
Okay.
I like pretzels. I'm like a baked pretzel person.
Okay,
So give me the cheese, give me the salt.
Okay.
That's about it, though.
Nice, nice.
You know what I like the most, though?
What's that?
Funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes are da bomb. Yeah, do you know for the longest time there was only funnel cakes available in 2 of the 4 Disney World parks?
Epcot.
They were in Epcot for sure. In Epcot, the booth is literally called Funnel Cake.
Yeah, isn't it like in the Liberty area or whatever?
It's in front of the U.S. Pavilion, the USA
The
Pavilion.
lamest part in that park, I swear, Jack. I'm
Yeah.
like, honestly, we don't need to exist. Take us off the map.
Yeah, we took Katie there for the first time. Like we went on our honeymoon. We went to the U.S. Pavilion, and there's like a show. It's like they have animatronics and stuff, and it kind of like talks about like the history of America. I want to say it's like Mark Twain is kind of like the voice of like he's sort of guiding you through.
The Mark Twain? I thought.
Yeah, no, they brought him back to life for the show, and basically like Katie was like, are they going to talk about like the Native Americans and sort of how they sort of just took their land? And then like a moment later, there was a bit where this Native American like shaman comes up.
Yeah.
And he basically says, "Screw all of you," and then disappears. And that's it. It's like that was it. That was like the one bit where they were like, "Oh, well, let's acknowledge that this was someone else's land."
Joke? That's terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible.
Get your act together.
I mean, it was basically him saying like, you know, you're stealing this land from us, and that's it. They don't like address it after that. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. There's the Native American saying like, oh, maybe this wasn't a good thing, and then they just continue on with it like it doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for joining us. We are live over youtube.com/Annual Pass. We're also on roosterteeth.com. We've got the chats up. We've got some questions for some previous episodes. I am currently working. I've been building for the last few of these streams, I think almost every one of these streams, the Lego giant roller coaster is what I'm working on right now. So I've been working on this thing forever. I'm on the second half of it. I'm on, I think, bags number 8 of 11. So hopefully I can get through like 8 and 9, and maybe the next time we do this, we'll do 10 and 11 and be done with it. BK is working on a present that the twins, Jessica and Jennifer, sent your way.
No, the twins are going to not be proud of me.
Well, I think they also sent you the ears as well.
Yes, of
course.
Right, I'm obsessed with the Food and Wine Festival.
It's so cute. And yeah, so it's the metal version of the Cinderella Castle. And you last time spent about an hour, and you made a little. Don't. The top of one of the.
Don't talk about my.
Just a little bitty
my
bit
hard
there.
efforts.
Yeah, that was a lot of time.
This is a hard toy. This is not for kids, Jack. This is.
Well, you're not a kid.
This is for grown adults.
You're a grown adult.
That have nothing but ample time on their hands.
Okay, all right.
Not me. I'm trying my hardest, though. It's really cool.
It is very, very cool. I'm excited to see you finish this thing.
I'm going to try.
If there's any way, anyone in production, if there's any way we can get this monitor for a preview monitor so we can see what angle we're on, that would be super awesome.
We're working on it.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you again, everyone in chat right now. You guys are awesome. Oh, yeah, also this Saturday, is Extra Life. That's right, Extra Life is back. We're doing 12 hours again from 10 a.m. Central until 10 p.m. Central. We are doing some soccer theming this year. Our friend Brad Stuver's coming back, and he's going to be kicking some soccer balls. He's going to be painting a wall, the paintball wall, with soccer balls. And if you make a elite donation during his time when he's painting, you can get a piece of art.
Ooh.
Yeah, so anyone who makes a donation during that time, we're going to give you the chance to just get a piece of art for free.
Heck yeah. I was going to say, why don't, Jackie, you bust it down for people who maybe don't know what Extra Life is or what y'all do here? Because, last year, I genuinely had no idea what I was
It was your first time. That was we'd only worked together a few times before then.
Yeah,
and we're like, hey, come out to Extra Life.
Remote too, and then you're like, okay, come to Extra Life, be a part of it.
And then you're smashing raw eggs on your forehead. It was great. So Extra Life is it's a gaming marathon that works with Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which it's an awesome organization, a bunch of different Children's Miracle Network hospitals all over the U.S. We raise money for Dell Children's here in Austin, which is literally about 4 blocks away from our studio here. We've been working with them now for about 8-9 years.
That's a long time.
This is our 10th Extra Life. So this is the 10th anniversary of Extra Life. And so, you can actually see on our soccer ball, we have a little 10th anniversary logo. I don't know if you can see that. And so we have jerseys. We have Extra Life jerseys this year, which are really cool, like soccer jerseys. We have shirts. We've got a poster. We got a blanket. We've got our soccer balls. And all of the proceeds from the merchandise that we make for Extra Life goes directly to Extra Life. So we do not profit off of Extra Life. I want to make that very clear. Rooster Teeth does not make money off of Extra Life. And all the donations that come in, anything that people make donations, we are just a corridor. We don't touch any of the money. It goes directly to Extra Life. We will give you a link. It'll take you to the Extra Life site. You make a donation there, and we celebrate. So it's pretty awesome. We've raised over $7 million over the past 10 years.
Wait a second.
For Extra Life.
I'm sorry. What cannot compute? What did you just say?
Yeah, over $7 million. We're approaching $8 million raised.
8 million.
Which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
That's insane.
When I say we, I should say the community has donated all that money. We're just facilitators to help them find it. Yeah, but it's super awesome and it's really, really cool. And we got a lot of fun things planned. It's gonna be 12 hours of madness. Armando from Funhouse is gonna be flying out too. He's gonna be hanging out with us. We've got Achievement Hunter to start it. We got Achievement Hunter to end it. We've got STF stuff. Our digital creators are gonna be doing a bit too. We got a lot of fun things and raising money for sick kids. So that's a pretty big deal. And so if you can please tune in, it's going to be Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Central until Saturday evening at 10 p.m. Central. And not only that, so that's our normal Extra Life stream. Right. We're doing an after party, BK. So whenever the actual Extra Life stream ends, we're doing some music. So Miss Beeks over there is going to be playing some rock band, doing some singing, I imagine.
Yes.
Our friend DJ Jonk might pop by, play a little bit of music. He might play some music for us in between the rock band stuff. But yeah, so that'll be a little post party as well. So it's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a lot of fun. This Saturday is going to be a good one. So please come in, tune in, hang out. It's my favorite thing I get to do here at Rooster Teeth. And what are Gavin and Michael getting done to them this year? Well, Dreary Hedgehog, I'll let you know now, so it's not a big surprise. We talk about it tomorrow on Off Topic. We pre-recorded Off Topic. Gavin's actually out of the country this weekend. He had plans way in advance, so Gavin won't be here on Saturday, which is heartbreaking, but Michael will be here, and we've got plenty of other people who are going to be trying to stop Brad Stuver from painting with soccer balls. Essentially, Brad Stuver's going to be just railing soccer balls at these people.
Trying to stop them with their faces?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's no good.
So, anyway, if you want to see a number of people, Michael, Joe, I don't know, whoever else is willing to stand in front of a soccer ball, would you take a kick from Brad Stuver? Would you try to stop him from scoring?
That ball will go through me, Jack.
It'll pick you up and throw you through the wall.
Paper. I will move more than the ball will. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Yeah. I'm just saying you might not have a BK after.
Okay, we'll just have a B.
Just a B, no K.
The K got destroyed.
Absolutely not. You wouldn't want. You'd feel sorry for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd be like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. I feel so bad. How much do we have to donate to get her out of here? I'm
please you're in a pile on the ground. He's just kicking soccer balls. Oh God.
Position. Absolutely not.
But yeah. Anyway, so Brad's gonna be doing that. We have the moonball wall back. We're looking into whether or not we can do paintballs. We got a lot of fun stuff planned. It's going to be. Michael is taking Baby Joe to his first beating. Yeah, Power Baby. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So it's going to be fun times. I'm very much looking forward to it. You were there last year. What was your experience having your first Extra Life?
Honestly, Extra Life was probably The closest thing to fun you can have without being at a theme park.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it is as someone who's involved, it is an immersive experience that is full of thrills and excitement while you're also worrying about your life. But for a good cause, bringing joy.
For charity, you know, so it's all good. It's all, you know, okay.
Yes, I definitely didn't know what I was expecting, but I'm very excited to see what we get into this year.
Yeah, we got some fun things planned. I know pickles might be making a comeback, which, whoo, yeah, Trevor loves pickles. Did you know that? Did you know Trevor's like one of the biggest fans of pickles out there?
Are you lying to me?
Maybe.
I think you're lying to me.
I could be.
Is he lying to me, Chad? Is he lying to me?
Trevor's a big pickle fan. Just ask him.
What kind of pickles?
You know, the delicious one.
Delicious ones?
Yeah.
Do you not like pickles?
Oh, I'm not a fan of pickles either. No.
Either. So you are lying to me.
I mean, well, I was referring. You caught me.
I got you red-handed.
You caught me in this game.
Listen,
we're playing
I don't know. You're not like a get your sub sandwich. Sorry, as a Floridian here, public subs chat. Can you back me up on this?
Public subs?
Public subs.
Oh, Publix with an X.
Publix with an X.
Oh, yeah. I know Publix. I lived out there for a while.
You get the little pickle.
Heck yeah.
Do you like those pickles?
No.
You don't like those pickles?
I don't like pickles at all. No.
You like sweet pickles?
I mean, they're a little better, but I'm not going out of my way to get them.
Devastated. Chat is as devastated as I am. You're.
Are they?
Yes.
Jack's not lying. Trevor is Mr. Pickles. That's right. Peter Hayes says Trevor is Mr.
Isn't
Pickles.
that like a scary dog? I'm good.
What?
It is. It's like a Adult Swim show. I think his name is Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickles.
All right. Anyway, Chad backed me up. You know, also let's not talk about Mr. Pickles. Let's talk about these awesome questions
That's
that
true.
everyone's been answering.
Yeah, so every episode of Annual Pass, we usually end the episode where I ask the pass holders, all of our listeners, a question, and we go over the answers that you guys leave in the comments over at roosterteeth.com during these live streams. So, and then what we'll do is we'll pick some of the names, some of the winners here. If you we like your answer, we'll send you an autographed theme park map. So. What are some of the questions we have today? You got the laptop in front of you over there.
Yes, I'm the laptop queen in this piece. And the first question we brought up on our Pirates of the Caribbean episode, which I actually really love. That is, I would say, a go-to in my book
Pirates
if I
is
make
solid.
it over there, you know?
Yeah, you gotta, it's one of the must-dos if you go to, Magic
Oh,
Kingdom.
heck yeah, especially with the story we've learned. And the story that Peter Zimmer from YouTube threw out to us, I'm gonna have to give this person a park map with just the knowledge. It's the knowledge bomb.
Okay.
Not an answer to the question, because the question was, what ride would you like to see turned into a movie?
So not a movie turned into a ride,
Yes.
but a ride turned into a movie, a la Haunted Mansion, a la Tower of Terror, Pirates of the Caribbean. All right, so what is the knowledge bomb
The knowledge bomb
that person
is
dropped on you?
the reason why they didn't want to include pirates at Magic Kingdom was due to how close Florida is to the actual Caribbean.
Oh.
So the Imagineer Mark Davis came up with a different concept, which we talked about in our episode, which is the Western River Expedition. Apparently Tony Baxter took inspiration from them when designing Big Thunder. The Western River Expedition attraction is going to be a flume ride going back to the Wild West days. What's a flume?
A flume ride is like a water log kind of thing. I mean, it's similar like Pirates
Am
of
I
the
supposed to
Caribbean.
know that?
Oh, no, I think like a flume is like the actual trough of water. So like Pirates is a flume.
Okay,
I think.
okay.
I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure that is the case.
I am
though.
not a smart
If
person.
you say it with confidence, it sounds like you know what you're
Flume.
talking about.
That's like a EDM group. I was very confused, and it wasn't capitalized. And I was like, okay, so it's got to be a noun. But the name town was named Thunder Mesa, which Disneyland Paris used later. The entire concept is featured in Mark Davis's book. Unfortunately, there was so much outcry over pirates, and they scrapped Mark's Western River attraction.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. Apparently, when the park originally opened, Magic Kingdom originally opened, there wasn't a lot to do. And so they were like, we need to get attractions in here quick. And so I think it was kind of like, hey, this one works in LA.
We need
Let's just make it, or in
attractions.
Anaheim, let's just make it down here.
Okay,
So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I
that's
mean,
cool.
I guess I'm just excited to know that Disney was like aware that they were going to put up a Pirates of the Caribbean ride when you're in Florida. Like, I'm just glad to know they were aware of that fact. Like,
Yeah, they're like, wait a minute.
wait a second, should we? Okay, but people want it. All right, let's do it.
Just down the road. It's
just down the road. But gotta give Peter Zimmer there a park back for that.
Thank you, Peter.
Because we love knowledge bombs. We love it when the community puts us onto stuff. So
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, honestly, like just theme park facts in general are great. Like
Yeah.
those are a blast. I love learning about that stuff, I totally did these wrong, I think. Oops.
Did you do it wrong?
Well,
because I think I don't have the instructions.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't think.
I don't have the instructions. So I thought I was doing it from memory, and then I realized that there are 3 sheets instead of 1.
Uh-oh.
And then I went, oh no, I don't even know if I'm on the right sheet, and I don't want to break it, so I stopped taking them out. So I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, you forgot that. Like, I grabbed that for you.
I did it.
I missed the instructions.
It's okay. You would think
We'll see.
I was smart and folded them up and kept them together.
Yeah.
They're really big.
Are they? It's like a fold-out.
It's like a big thing.
Producer Ben or someone, Cody, if anyone's can you go check over in our area, over in the podcast recording space, and see if we can find the instructions for this guy?
Here,
it's over by the other half of this Lego thing.
Go.
Thank you, Cody. All right. All right. So what are some other answers we
had? We do
had?
have some answers from our question, which is, what ride would you like to see turned into a movie? And Bobby Lex on our T site says, I think Everest needs a movie based around it. Ooh. Could be a really cool concept for an adventure movie. I tend to agree.
Yeah.
We've got Lorenzo, UFC, answering, just like Jungle Cruise, Space Mountain deserves both a movie and a refurb. Does it need a movie? No. But Jungle Cruise also did it, but it revived the ride to an extent and is a more popular attraction. Space Mountain is long overdue for refurb, and with Troy opening soon, now's the time to do it.
With Tron.
That was supposed to be an N. Tron opening, that does make sense. A lot of space stuff, that makes sense. Time the film release alongside the reopening, an absolute classic, and I believe you have a win-win on your hands. Hold on, Lorenzo, you're onto something, because y'all know I love Space Mountain.
Yeah, is that your jam?
That is my jam.
Do you have a preference over which track to go on, left or right?
I don't know. I've never run it back-to-back enough to know the difference.
So now the left track, or when I say left, when you're walking in,
yeah,
like
and
stage
you pick
left. So
if
if you go left, which if you're looking at load, it would be on the right. But like when you go through the line, it then splits and then you go left or right. The left track is typically the one they use for standby line, and the right one is the fast pass line.
Okay.
And so, but sometimes if like they don't have a lot of fast passers, they'll move some people over from the normal standby line just to fill it. So I want to say, I could be wrong, but I want to say the one on the right, the fast pass one, is actually a little faster. But I could be wrong.
I don't know. I was like, is it a dueling dragons situation? Like, does one like spin more?
I don't know. They all feel dangerous though. Like that roller coaster more than any is like, I enjoy throwing my hands up when I do roller coasters. That one I will hit stuff. Like
Why would you put your hands up?
Because it's a roller coaster. You put your hands up when you're on a roller coaster.
As a child.
Look, there you are. Look, you and me are both. We've got our hands up.
I love our artists, but I would not put my hands up for the first time on a roller coaster when we were at our Halloween Horror Nights trip.
Really? That was your first time?
For the first time I put my hands up.
Oh, on which one? On Rip Roaring Rocket or on Velocicoaster?
Absolutely not on Rip Roaring Rocket. Absolutely not.
The one where you just totally ditched me on Rip Roaring Rocket, by the way.
All right, listen.
Just saying.
I did not.
We were going to sit next to each other, and we were loading, and she's like, no, and took her own row without me.
That's not what happened.
I mean, that's kind of what happened.
Okay, well, because you have to explain that the ride is like one of those continuous loading rides, so like you have to be like quick on your feet, and like I am this person who always forgets how nervous I am until I'm like there. So you get there, normally on other road, like for Velocicoaster, I could sit there, see them get in, have that moment to take it in.
No hesitation.
No hesitation here.
There you go.
And they're giving you your number. They're like, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought it was important. And they went 5 to you, 7 to me, or whatever, 1 and 2.
Well,
and I went 3.
So they put us. It was like, okay, so we were gonna be together. So it's like okay, go to 2, go to the number 2.
Right.
Because they load it and then like a hold for the next group because there's gaps in between the trains. So like we're gonna wait till the gap goes by, then we'll let you load on. And so the key is you just listen to what the cast members or the team member says.
I was panicking.
And so I was walking, and they're like, "Oh, here you go." And they're like, "Here's your row." And you're like, "Row 3. I was standing on 3. I have to go on 3." And so I was just like, I followed what they said, and then I sat down and I look over, and you're behind me all of a sudden. I'm like, what's going on here? And then I threw my voice out screaming.
Oh yeah, you wailed. I did not know you were a yeller.
Well, no, I only do the yelling when I know you're passing by people in line.
Okay.
Yeah, so anytime you're like, the roller coaster like kind of comes by and like you see people waiting, I was like, ah! I always scream every time I go past those people. Hey, did we find it?
Yeah, I think.
Yay! All right, so now you're gonna be able to finish it during this stream here. But yeah, so we went to Halloween Horror Nights out of Universal Orlando, and it was awesome. So so very awesome. We did 2 nights of Halloween Horror Nights. We spent one night just doing food and scare zones and snacks and stuff like that, and shopping. And then we did a whole night where we did the RAP tour. We actually got to go through every single one of the houses. We saw Nightmare Fuel, Wildfire. Which it was an awesome show, and I think it may have I don't know, turned you into a different person afterwards.
Yeah, the Blood Moon.
Yeah.
The Blood Moon.
So that was fantastic, and we also got to go. We actually went on a VIP tour of Universal Studios. So we went to Islands of Adventure. We got to ride Velocicoaster. We got to like walk right up to it. It was a whole podcast thing. It was a bunch of different podcasters were there, and it was really nice. We got to meet Blue, the Velociraptor.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was like an experience you could have there.
Yeah, meeting Blue was a lot of fun, and then we had lunch at Mythos, which was my first time ever to go to Mythos, which is shocking because that place has been there forever, and it's really good. We got to go do a lights-on tour of 2 of the houses at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
The Fiesta de Chupacabras and Dead Man's Pier.
Yeah, Dead Man's Pier.
And that was so cool. And also, I didn't realize it at the time, but the gentleman who gave us the tour is a guy named Ramon, who was the designer. He helped to build these houses. He's actually the guy in charge of the Universal's Great Movie Escape, which is the new movie escape room, Jurassic Park and Back to the Future that they're making that's opening up very soon. And he's like the one in charge of it. I was following him on Twitter already.
You're like, I didn't even know.
I know, and I should be like, oh my God, like you're the guy, you're doing the thing. And so that's super cool. We got to interview some cool people, including Matt and Charles, who are like 2 of the heads of Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
They were super cool. And that episode actually came out today. If you're a first member, you can listen to it over roosterteeth.com, or if you use that premium subscription over on the other podcast services. It comes out to the public tomorrow. You can listen to our interview. We actually shot it at Universal Studios.
In the special rooms.
Yeah, the Radio Broadcast Center. And so that was really neat that we got to be there for it. And so they're super nice guys, and it was really cool. And we have another episode too we recorded there. We recorded with Shelby Hone and Greg Hall. Who we've talked to Greg Hall a number of times already on Annual Pass. So we're going to save that one for a little bit later, kind of talking about like their working process and building stuff and working on Velocicoaster and those things. So it was very cool.
I saw in chat they were saying, can you guys come out to Not Scary Farm next year for its 50th anniversary?
Oh, TNT Raider, I would love to. I've never been to Not Scary Farm, but I've heard really good things.
Yeah, I've heard great things. I heard the food is good there. I heard that it's super awesome, and like, I'm surprised though that I had never heard of it before because I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but like, I don't. Where is Knott's?
It's out in California.
Is it California?
Yeah, I want to say it's near LA. I'm not sure. Okay. It's Knott's Berry Farm. It's I want to say.
I'm sorry. That sounds Midwestern.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a Six Flags type thing. It's not going to be as themed as a Universal or Disney, but it's still really nice. I want to say it's just north of LA or east of LA. I could be wrong. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know it's in the LA area because like James and Elise went out there a few times.
Oh, awesome.
James was in a blueberry pie eating contest. So,
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it's good times.
That's awesome. I'm like, I need to like broaden my theme park horizon. So anytime people throw out suggestions, I'm like, okay, I might not be able to make it out there next year, but now I know what it is and it's on my radar.
Yeah. And we even talked about maybe going to a park locally here, like going to like a Six Flags, like a Fiesta, or like a SeaWorld or something. So I
haven't been to SeaWorld since I was a kid.
Really? I haven't been to SeaWorld in a long time. One of my favorite trips ever for SeaWorld was my sister and I actually went to SeaWorld when I think we were both in college, and we just like spent a whole day going around and goofing off. It was fun.
Aw, that's sick.
But do we have any more answers?
Yeah, we've got tons of answers, actually. Right. I love these answers. Amethyst Lawrence 11 says, what ride would they like to see turned into a movie? I'd kind of be interested in a Journey into Imagination, the original movie. I feel like it could be a combination of live action, animated, and animated being the imagination aspects. I love that. That is such a great deep cut. You're getting Park Map.
Okay.
You're getting Park Map. Absolutely.
And if you do win a Park Map, if we do say your name during this thing, we'll reach out to you. We'll get a hold of your email address and stuff, probably after Extra Life, I'll be honest. So, but I think we owe the last couple streams getting a hold of you guys too. So sorry, if we said your name before, I apologize. It's totally my fault. Yell at me, not anyone else.
Or you just get a lot of them. We'll just send you a box. You'll be like, get infinite theme park maps. I'm just kidding.
Got a whole bunch.
I like this answer too. I don't know if you will though, Jack. Let's see. Dog's House of Games says, it's a small world, needs a movie.
Okay.
But it's a horror movie where once the song gets stuck in your head, it drives you insane and violent. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all.
So it's like It Follows, but it's a song.
But it's a
basically.
song, or it drives you insane. I don't know if Disney would do horror. I mean, like, it took Winnie the Pooh becoming public domain for us to get I want to.
Little juice stand.
You have a little person?
Yeah, little person in there. She's selling juice. Super cute.
Nana's looking like a snack. Okay. You're actually like getting progress. Me, however, I'm barely interpreting the directions.
You're interpreting the directions.
Well, because they're numbers, and then they're shapes.
No! Numbers and
I
shapes!
said I'm not good at math, okay?
Are Jessica and
That's
Jennifer watching
geometry.
right now? I want you guys to know. She's trying her best. She's trying her best.
It's really bad. It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh, man.
Because, like, you would think that the first page would be the small numbers.
Uh-huh.
But it's, like, all of them. Like, number 3 is on the third sheet. And I've only done numbers 1 and 2.
Okay. Well, you're working your way up.
Oh, my God, Jack.
You got time. You got time. There's no pressure. That's the thing. This podcast is all about being chill and relaxing and having yourself a lovely time. So, just take your time with it. Relax.
Take your time with
Have
it.
fun.
I tried to understand visual cues. It's very difficult.
No.
Okay. I found it. I found the piece I need.
You found the
Did you find the piece you need?
Yes.
Yay.
I found all the pieces I need. I'm good so far. I've yet to lose anything. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I'm currently building. I think this is the platform where the guy controls the mechanics and stuff. So that's exciting.
All right, we got 2 more here.
Okay.
Vegito247 says, "Hey, our DRC Rope Drop Run crew member here, gonna help out Jack and Ben to fully answer Jeff and BK's question. Yes, you can win the race. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So we talked about the Rope Drop Running Club, which is great. The Wine and Dine Marathon, or the Wine and Dine Half Marathon was this weekend out in Florida. Apparently it was really hot. So props to anyone who actually ran that and finished it. But yeah, we talked about, can you win the races at Disney, and what do you get if you win?
Yeah, I'm
You're reading through it?
information overload. This is
We
legit.
have very, very knowledgeable pass holders.
Yes, 1, yes. Like Vegito, 10 out of 10.
Nice.
But 2, the fact how serious this is, I didn't know y'all were this serious. You marathon Disney lovers, you. This is sick. Okay, so.
All right, what do we got?
Yeah, sorry, I'm like digesting it all. Like I'm
Your
overwhelmed.
mouth agape looking at the answers here.
You have to be the first person to cross the finish line in your gender division, 1 male winner, 1 female winner. What you receive is a specialized plaque along with your medals, while other finishers just get medals, not free passes.
Okay.
Okay, the most recent person to win a race and got publicity was Brittany Charbonneau. I don't know if I said that right.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
33, Denver, who won during the Dopey Challenge, which Jack will be participating in, not Goofy. This past Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend 2022. The very same marathon Jack participated
That was my very first marathon.
Whoa, oh, so you were there for...
I mean, she finished before I did. So the way it works, when you go to do a marathon, really any race, they'll put you in what are called corrals. So you get your number. You have a bib. It's called a bib. That's like the number you see when people wear when they go running.
Why is it a bib?
I don't know. It's called a bib. So you get a bib, and then you attach it to your shirt. Or your pants, whatever you want to do. It has your number on it, and basically has your name. Also, a lot of times you'll put medical emergency information on it. So it's like if you're prone to passing out, it's like you can write a name and phone number. So if they find you, it's like, oh, we can get access.
They
to whatever.
find you?
Well, I mean, there's people around. They have medics all over the place, especially further on. The second half of the marathon.
More people need to be.
It was every kilometer there was a station of medics on bicycles and stuff with medic gear, and they always had the little gators driving around. Anyway. So you get your number, and usually you're broken down by corrals. So I think the marathon when I did, there were 7 corrals. The first 3 or so are usually for what are elite runners. So you will actually go, when you sign up for a marathon, you submit your previous time. So if you're an actual runner, you'll go I did the Chicago Marathon, here's my proof of time, and they actually have official times. And so if you're under a certain number, they let you at the front. Because people like me are going to run the thing really slow. And if they put fast people behind the really slow people, they're going to get in their way and just be frustrated, right?
Right.
You want to clear out the fast people first, so you let them go first. When I was there last year, the actual race, we started outside of Epcot, and you went into Epcot, ran around like behind Living Seas, and came out by Imagination, ran through the park, and then eventually back out. And so you did a 5-mile loop through Epcot, basically, and then went over to Magic Kingdom. So you like looped through Epcot, and then came out, and then went back out to Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
But with that, you ran past the starting area. So literally, it's like all the people in the crowds and whatnot were waiting there to like go. So I was in group 6, you know, the penultimate group, just because I'm like, I'd never run a marathon before, and they were like, okay, based on your age and your estimated time of finish, we'll put you in this one. And so I was in that one. And while we were like, because they launched probably about 100 people at a time. They'll they'll let them go through the start line, and they'll hold it, and they'll do another start, and they'll hold it, because your time doesn't begin until you cross the start line. You've got a little chip in your bib. And so once you cross that start line, it's like an RFID. So it knows, like, you know, Jack crossed the start line at, you know, 5:07 a.m. or whatever, like with a precise number. To track
your time.
Yeah, and then there'll be other markers throughout the race where it's like once you cross over this line, it'll recognize you, and then at the end of it, it'll be like, you know, your 5K time was this. Yeah. So like your 5K time was this. Like your 13-mile time was this. Like the halfway point was this. Your full time was this. So it'll give you numbers and stuff, which is pretty cool. And that's also how they track the races and see who won and who had the fastest time and whatnot. So anyway, all that being said, we were in the queues, in the corrals, waiting to start. And so we went through, you basically looped around and then came back by the starting line.
Right.
And while we were walking to get to the starting line, the people in the first corral were passing us.
Oh my gosh.
So like in the, you know, probably in the 15, 20 minutes it took us to move forward to get towards the starting line, they had already run over 5 miles.
How do they run so fast?
They're very fast people. The world record marathon time is under 2 hours. That means the dude was running 13 miles an hour for 2 hours. That's wild.
You're built different.
I don't think if I used all of the energy I have, I don't know if I could hit 13 miles an hour, let alone do it for 2 hours straight. And so, anyway, it's really cool. And the marathon's a lot of fun. I'm going back, I'm doing the Dopey Challenge this year, which the Dopey Challenge is I'm doing all 4 races in 4 days.
Okay.
What are you doing in January? You want to come down with us? I think we might have an extra bedroom if you want to join us.
Can I ride the rides?
Yeah, you can come and hang out. I mean, we're going down. So like Katie's going to be there. Katie's actually doing the 5K. We have some other friends that are coming down too. Ben might come. I don't know. Oh, Ben's gone. I don't know where Ben ran off to. Ben, that's
Jack,
Lynn Blad.
I'm always here.
Oh,
whoa,
God.
that's good. God is talking to us.
Ben, are you going to come to Florida in January and cheer me on?
Ask again later.
Okay, where are you?
What an 8-ball.
This is spooky. I can't see.
It's brilliant. Don't worry about it. I can see him.
Oh, you can? Okay.
No, don't wave.
He's behind the TV. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we're going in January. If you want to come, you can come cheer along. And the cool thing is too, so for the marathon, if you make it to Magic Kingdom before I think like 5:30 a.m. or maybe 6 or 7 a.m. I forget what it is. You can actually go and be on Main Street USA and watch people as they run through. They just let you in, and then they clear it out and they let the normal guests into the park. So
that's
like,
cool.
so like my dad was there, my parents were there,
cute.
And then they actually got tickets. So it was Katie and my parents were there on Magic Kingdom. And then I made it through, and then they actually got tickets to go to Animal Kingdom.
So they could see you.
Yeah, so they caught me again at the tail end of Animal Kingdom.
Gotta get that park hopper.
Well, and then when I made it to Animal Kingdom, a couple of my friends from Seattle, Sean and Kristen, they were there too. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no. Oh, did something snap? Binks, what'd you do? Oh no, Jessica, Jennifer, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm devastated.
Oh no. What were you doing?
Jack, you don't understand. You do not understand. They want me to curve this into a sphere.
Into a sphere?
Do you know how small? I can't even begin to You can't.
You have tiny hands. You're a tiny person.
No, you can't comprehend what was asked of me. You can't. And I was so close. I was about to hit the last panel on the full circle, then it snapped.
Jack and BK, now seems like the perfect time to do that thing we talked about earlier. You want to prime the audience for the Annual Pass Mascot?
Yeah, so last live stream we did, if you guys were here, we mentioned that we are working on making an Annual Pass Mascot. That's right, we're going to have our very first official Annual Pass Mascot. Maybe this will cheer you up, BK. So our friend and designer and our thumbnail designer, Gail Fox, she made some amazing, she's done all of our artwork, really, really fantastic stuff. And she designed, are we going to show off the one that she made?
No, we're gonna dive right into the poll.
Okay. We've got a
poll.
poll up over on Rooster Teeth on RTTV over at Rooster
Okay.
Teeth. So right now the poll says A or B. B already has votes, which is weird. But so we're gonna start with the body. So we're gonna show you 2 options. I think 2 options, 4 options. Here we go. We have A, B, C, or D for a body here for the annual pass mascot gauntlet. So we have body types. So we have a theme park pass. We have a cute critter. We have a classic mascot or a high-tech animatronic, A, B, C, or D. So you can take a look at that. What do you want the body to look like? All you pass holders out there watching live right now, let us know. Looks like right now B, the cute critters, is in the lead. But make your vote known on Rooster Teeth RTTV and vote along. And we're going to piece this together. We're going to do body, I think head, I think maybe props. There's a whole bunch of other things.
Outfit, arms, and legs, question mark.
So how long are we doing the poll for, Ben?
We're gonna let it run for about 5 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next one.
All right. Well, y'all better get your vote. Oh my God, y'all better get your vote in right now, dog. It's kind of crazy. It's a Wild West right now. I am flabbergasted, but also completely understand your choice. Honestly, I think I'm agreeing with Chad on this one.
Oh yeah? I don't know.
Yeah.
Theme park pass is pretty rad looking.
Yeah, but look at the critter.
But it could be
What
like-
is the critter? I don't know.
And so the way this will work is once we have all of the different like pieces of the mascot, I believe Gail Fox is going to then take all of those and make it into an actual like proper mascot. Is that right, Ben? Cool.
Yes, I think
You got
that's
it.
the case.
All right. Was that a soundboard or was that actually Ben? Was Mikey playing with soundboards over there?
You got it.
There we go.
Kind of.
Nailed it.
That was funny. Y'all are cute. I want to be able to talk about this last part here because we talked about it in the Discord, and
Okay.
it was, or sorry, not the Discord, in the podcast. But Jeff was like, "Yo, do you have to like wait in line for the character stops?" And like, I guess you didn't stop for any characters when you were in the marathon?
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
did.
so during the actual race, they have character interactions, and they have some really cool characters that aren't normally out. Like they had Darkwing Duck out with like a little plane he was standing in front of. It was really cool. And so I was nervous about not being able to finish in time, so I just kind of ran past them.
Yeah.
Because stopping those things can take like 10, 15 minutes sometimes, depending on the lines. So I'm like, I'm just gonna burn past them. So
Yeah.
what should I not have? What happened?
No, you should. I guess I didn't know if 10, 15-minute lines. Like if you want to do a race, if you want to do a ride, if they're running, like you gotta like run fast is pretty much what Vegeto's saying. Like, so if you're asking how are their lines, they're very fast runners, to your point. Like
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was so much of a running theme park community. Like that's like a thing.
Oh no, yeah, the marathon weekend sold out immediately, and the Goofy Challenge was not cheap. I'll be honest. But it's fun, you know. It's like you get to run through a theme park. Like how often do you get to do that? I know Universal just before COVID hit, they actually did a marathon, or not a marathon. They did a 5K through Universal Studios, and it sounds like that might be coming back. I really hope it does. Because that'd be a lot of fun. Like you get to run backstage at theme parks and stuff. Like I love that, and that was probably my favorite part of our time at Universal is getting a chance to actually go backstage.
Oh, totally.
There was a time where we actually got to go walk through the park while it was shut down.
Yeah.
and it was just us in the park.
It was so cool.
Yeah, we got to wander around. I got yelled at by security.
Oh my gosh, so did you got yelled at security? I got yelled at too by somebody.
Oh really?
There were some like, I think they were rehearsing.
Yeah.
So people were rehearsing or whatever in Diagon Alley, and we were walking through there, and I was taking videos because like usually it's really crowded in there, and you don't really have time to like get stuff. And these ladies or people come up to me, I don't know, and it was also very dark. But they're like, "Oh, so do you work here?" And I'm like, in my annual pass shirt,
Yeah.
like I clearly, like no offense, I clearly don't work here. So I don't know why they led with that, but I'm like, no. She's like, well, you know the park's closed, right? I'm like,
What? I can't just wander around?
I wanted to joke with them so bad, but like, I felt bad because they seemed very like concerned. Like, are you lost here without your parents? And I'm like, you think they would have left a child?
Hello.
This like, it was late in the evening. Like, you think they would have left me alone like that? Like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was funny. I was like, they were cleaning the park at that point, and so some of the backstage gates were open and whatnot. And I'm wandering around looking at stuff, and then all of a sudden, this little this golf cart rolls up, and there's 4 security guards on it, and they're like, "Excuse us, sir. Are you meant to be here?" And I'm like, I had a media badge. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm media. We're doing this thing. We're wandering." They're like, "Okay," and they just drove off. That was pretty funny.
I was like, this feels so covert. Like I'm like a spy. I was getting my Bourne ultimatum on in the park.
So I'm making right now, this is the little photo booth. When you get off the ride, you get your photo. I just want, before I put the stickers on, it's this middle row of 9 through 12 there. Look at the stickers. It's meant to be the photos you can get. And one actually has a bird poking
There's
its head
a
into the
bird. You
frame.
have to. Oh my God.
That's super cute.
That's
super
so
cute.
adorable.
So it looks like our body type we're going to have for our annual pass mascot and the mascot gauntlets is B. Congratulations goes to a cute critter.
Cute critter.
It's having a cute critter body type. So there you go, BK.
Nice.
You are 1 for 1. I was
go.
hoping it was going to be either C or D. So you totally beat me.
I feel like it would be cute. I think an animatronic homie would be dope.
Yeah, like a Five Nights at Freddy thing. Just
No.
bring that home with us.
I
It'd be
played
awesome.
Poppy's Playtime. I'm not happy about that. That one was scary. 5 Nights at Freddy, I can't do that. That's nightmare fuel.
Oh, all right. Well, so what is up next, Ben? What is our next piece of the annual pass mascot puzzle gonna be?
Next up, we have the head of the mascot. It's either going to be a shapely friend, B, an endearing companion, C, a mysterious mask, or D, a sweet beast.
Aw. A shapely friend, an endearing companion, mysterious mask, or a sweet beast. I know what I want.
What? Oh, we can't say yet. We should wait so people vote.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? We're towards more at the end because I don't want people to vote because they like your choice.
Yeah, we don't influence the audience.
Right. I want the community needs to make their collective
That's
choice.
True. So if you're watching online right now, if you're watching over at YouTube or somewhere like that, make sure to pop over to roosterteeth.com and check out the RTTV chats, and you can vote along. And so yeah, just make an account. And do we have the second poll up already? I don't see.
We got it up on YouTube as well.
Oh, we have it on YouTube as well. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Where's the poll added? You gotta let me know if we would add the polls together. Did B also win on YouTube, or is it the same?
It did. I didn't say anything because you were correct. You were good.
Okay.
Step in.
All right.
Heck yeah.
So the polls are up everywhere, so you don't have to worry about jumping over if you don't want to. That's fine.
Awesome. I'm loving these votes now. Look at the community is leaning towards C or D
C
right
D.
now.
So we got the mysterious mask and a sweet beast.
Yeah, curious to see what YouTube results are as we get closer to the end.
Sweet beast was my nickname in college. ...
But we were talking about Halloween Horror Nights, and the next kind of question we have here was based off of our Halloween Horror Night episode and kind of lore. I know we did one earlier, teasing things with Mally and having fun talking about Horror Nights. So we asked the community what haunted house would we like to see.
Yeah.
Like a Horror Nights or any sort of haunted house situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That wasn't the question we asked for. No, okay, yeah.
No, that was a different one.
Yeah. Because I brought up when we talked with Matt and Charles from Halloween Horror Nights, that you guys are working on. We brought up what would be your idea?
Yeah.
And they were like, can't say anything because it might happen someday. So.
And we were like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I threw out mine during that episode. I'll bring it up again.
Heck yeah. Jimmy King's got a great answer here, and I'm kind of excited about it. They said, I would love a 13 Ghost house.
Ooh.
It was the first horror movie I ever saw when I was 10 years old at a slumber party. It made me terrified so much that I don't watch horror films, but I love going to horror nights. So a house centered around 13th Ghost would be really cool. You have so many designs to go with. I like that.
That's cool.
Thought it's funny that you don't like horror films, but like horror nights.
Was Shannon Elizabeth in 13 Ghosts?
I'm not good with names, Jack. I don't know celebrity peoples. I'm the worst. Maybe Ben Lexa can tell us. But Godfather Rules says they'd like to see a Rosemary Baby house.
Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby.
That's spooky. That's classic.
Creepy apartments, Satan-worshipping neighbors, evil doctors. A great recipe for a movie. And one can be translated into horror houses. I like that. Anything that's like a set piece type thing.
Yeah.
It's very obvious the location you're in. I think that would be sick.
Yeah, that's very classic horror stuff. That's Exorcist style type
Yes,
stuff.
yes. 100%.
Digging that.
Jeff, the Ice Pony, love this, says, imagine a Ruby-themed haunted house. It could be designed as a ruined Beacon Academy after Volume 3. Grim jump scares, maybe with White Fang member or two. Ooh. And the limiting threat of a Grimstone dragon often in sight. That could be a lot of fun to see.
That would be cool.
I'd be super interested to see Grim, like...
Yeah.
Like what kind of, because we did the Chupacabra house, like see maybe like a bust, like a
Well, I will
werewolf
say,
Grim.
at RTX forever ago, I want to say they made, no, I take it back. It was, we did a Five Nights at Freddy immersion episode, and I want to say we made a Grim for that, like a messed up Grim, or maybe it was for an RTX thing. Does anyone here remember where that giant Grim?
It was for, I believe it was for an immersion, a Five Nights at Freddy's immersion.
Well, it was immersion. Okay, yeah. I knew we had done something, and it was really neat. It was like a big animatronic version, but it was
That's
like,
cool, because that's
bloodied
not
up.
immediately. I was like they could freak you out, like 100%. And it would be very action-packed. Like, I think that's my new favorite thing, too, especially in the house that was, like, the Monsters Clash.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that...
Legends Collide.
Yeah, Collide, yeah. Clash is not a word. But that, like, house had so much, like, energy and, like, momentum. Like, it felt, like, action-packed. Like, I used to think haunted houses couldn't feel that way.
Yeah,
And I feel like that one proved me wrong. So, like, now I'm like, yeah, I want something action-packed. I want to feel like I'm in it. Or even the prison one was like, what's going to happen? Get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, yeah, that's the good thing. The thing about Halloween Horror Nights, they've been doing it so long now. Like, they're so good at telling stories. So, like, as you're walking through, you're kind of picking up, like, cues and stuff. And, if you're not paying attention, you can miss it. But it's like, oh, they're actually telling a narrative as you're walking through these houses. And that's such a cool thing. So difficult to do, but they do it so well.
Oh, yeah. Jiggy's on my mind, speaking of action-packed. The haunted house they would like to see is Resident Evil 7. I don't know, I assume Resident Evil is action-packed, but that's the Biohazard one, the really scary one,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
The first-person one. I haven't played that yet. But you could go to the opening the house with Mia and the main house with Jack, the grotesque monsters. Everything is scary. I think it'd be pretty cool because as a gamer, that's when they really got into being scary again in Resident Evil. So I could see that like getting a lot of hardcore fans to be excited about it.
Okay, yeah. And I think they have a Resident Evil house at Universal Japan.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about that.
I think Chris TDR Explorer told us about that.
Yeah, I would love to see our take on that.
Absolutely.
But if it were for me, though, I want like a Mr. X situation or like Nemesis. Like I just want stars.
You just want someone following you around.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for, Resident Evil.
Horribly spooky.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, you're the worst. Lorenzo, one USV's got another answer here. They would like to see a Jeepers Creepers house.
Oh, nice. Get Justin Long out there?
Yeah, you could have the basement with all the sewn together bodies, the police station, and a run-in on a school bus.
Nice.
That would be fun. I thought that would be sick. I was like, I wanted to see like Tales from the Crypt or something like that. Would be really cool.
Yeah.
And then Wolfie says, I'd love to see more cryptid-based houses. Oh, see, look, we're in the same brain right now. There's so many different ones. I've made a lot of cryptid houses over the several years. They could make a de-scare or a de-stress zone full of werewolves. No matter how scary, werewolves are cute. I love that. That's a cool one. Like, imagine a house where it's like not actually scary.
The cute werewolves.
Yeah, or like a joke house more. Like
well, even like Beetlejuice a couple years ago wasn't really scary per se. It was really, really well done, and there were some like jumps, but it wasn't like a spooky horror kind of house. There wasn't like gore or anything in it. And so, I mean, I imagine the Ghostbusters house is similar to that, where it's like kind of tells the story of the house, like tells the story of the movie. So
I'm gonna have to give Jiggy with the RE7 because like the video game play, Jimmy King for the 13 Ghosts. I like my movie references. So
now, what would you make for a house if you could? Like, what would be your go-to?
I don't know. I keep telling y'all I'm in this like Evil Dead like kick. Like I would love to see the cabin. I would love to go through like all those set pieces. Like, and again, not really be scared. I think I'm more happy when things are just like the vibe and the aesthetic and being like immersed in like a scene or a world. I think I enjoy the most. Like Dead Man's Pier, it wasn't the scariest house we went in when we went this year, but it's the one I remember the most and like have such a strong connection for. So I'd want to go with something like that where it's like extra and ridiculous and over the top.
Yeah, Dead Man's Pier was beautiful, but yeah, you're right. It wasn't like scary.
Right, it wasn't that scary. It was unsettling, and there were scary moments, but there were other houses like just jump scares or like creepy phobia, like. I'm still very nervous about these bugs.
Man, oh God, the bug house was great. You coming out of the bug house might be my favorite thing from all of Halloween Horror Nights. I know we have footage of it. I'm pretty sure Ben and Kai were shooting that as we were walking out, but you were on the ground crying. Like,
yeah, it was bad. I wanted it to end. I wanted it to end so
really
bad.
funny.
I've never been so grateful to be leaving something.
I said when we were there recording with Matt and Chris, or Charles, I would kill for a Dead Space house.
That would be sick.
So cool. Like, because of the narrow corridors
Yeah.
and the necromorphs and everything.
Yeah.
Like, that would be super
There were some
rad.
great set pieces. I have such a great memory the first time I played that game. It's very early on, and it's not like a jump scare, but like you're walking down a hall and you just hear like a thud.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like all dark, and then you walk by, and they get you with the jump scare where all the glass shatters.
Oh, yeah.
And then you keep walking, and you see a silhouette of a person like up against the wall, and that's what the thud is they're like baiting, and then the guy's head comes off.
Yeah, he's like beating his
Yeah,
head
and then
along.
so terrified.
creepy. It is super
and then
freaky.
it's like 5 minutes into the game, and I was like, I'm good. Like, can I be done, please? I don't want to be here anymore.
Like the idea of like being on the Ishimura, like that would
Yes.
be so rad. I would be 100% down for that.
I
That'd
would
be
kill
so
for
cool.
Alien. I'm just being honest.
Alien would be nice, too.
Or like a combo, like Alien and Aliens, one house, both movies.
Game over, man.
Yes. Like I'm ready for it.
Cool.
I'd be so excited.
All right, I finished up bag 8. I'm on to bag 9 now.
Oh wow.
Put the extras
You're
in here.
doing a lot better than
I know. Like, how much have you made?
nothing.
Well, it looks like we have a winner for the head for our mascot.
What's the head gonna be?
A mysterious mask, C.
Mysterious mask. So,
Overwhelmingly on both YouTube and the site.
wow. All right. So I was gonna say B. I wanted the endearing companion because that just looks adorable. What were you thinking?
Chat is in my brain
Really?
right
You
now.
went with the
I'm
mask?
2 for 2 right
right,
now.
all right.
I was gonna go C. My backup was A. D is cute. Absolutely not a dog.
Absolutely. What's wrong with the dogs? What do you hate dogs?
I don't hate dogs.
I don't trust people who hate dogs.
I don't hate dogs. I just
Beats,
prefer
why do you hate
cats.
dogs?
I prefer cats. If I could bring my cat to a theme park, I would.
That would be awkward.
I know,
On
right?
roller coasters, like hanging
And I'm
out.
holding my cat. My cat's like, "Meow, get me off."
Does your cat like to be held, or are they like more?
No, absolutely
No?
not.
Okay, great.
So
I have some that I can pick up and cradle like a baby. Then I have like one of them that's just like he does not like to be picked up. So.
she's got about 30 seconds of it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like the
45. She's
timer
like, okay, and put me down now.
Yeah.
Where's the ground?
All right, moving on to the for the outfit type that our masked critter's gonna be wearing. We've got a comfy t-shirt, a rare poncho, that's the thing, a billowing ball gown, or a trusty backpack.
This is really cute.
I'm thinking if we're gonna cosplay this, like billowing ball gown might be a little tricky. So go ahead and vote on what you think the mascot should be rocking, what they should be wearing. Obviously, like, you know, it's not gonna look just like this. It's not. We're like Gail Fox will take the elements and make a character out of this. So yeah. So go ahead and vote on what you
I'm
want.
excited.
I've got mine. I know what I would like to see.
Honestly, I can't really choose. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
I'm really glad that
Okay.
that Chad is choosing here.
Let them do all the hard work.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want all of them.
Well,
Variant outfits.
well, you're gonna have to pick one.
No.
But then maybe like you can have like a bonus one or
Like a
something.
backup
Yeah.
one. Like a in the park, out of the park look.
I like it. Yeah. It's like, you know, the out of ring, and then you step into the ring, you put on your
Yes,
fighting outfit.
exactly.
I dig that.
I did really want to get to these questions here for
yeah.
this one, specifically because there's a lot of, it's more of a stories here. And this was our episode, The Ghosts of Red Web, where we talked about like hauntings. You know, we were celebrating our horror months in October,
Spooky
stuff. And we asked everybody, asked the community, have you had an experience at a theme park?
Yeah.
I don't like that we had an experience.
I'm excited.
Yeah, but the answers are awesome, so I'm super excited to share it. So Peter Zimroff YouTube says, according to SF Gate, San Francisco Bay Area news source, there is a ghost sighting on the Disneyland Railroad.
Ooh.
Since Walt Disney loved trains, the Disneyland Railroad would look at the train command center to see which train was in rotation. Then during the late in the evening, they would notice a train pops up. None of the current trains on the line, and a whistle would blow. The old-time CMs would say, "Oh, that's Walt's train."
Creepy. Creepy.
Absolutely not. I've seen that Hey Arnold episode. I'm good on that.
Walt was a big fan of trains.
That's weird. Well, I was gonna say that's weird, but like also like miniatures and trains, like I feel like are all kind of necessary to build a theme park. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I just finished playing Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Okay.
Which is adjacent to theme parks because if you play the game, it's about a cartoon studio artist that ends up blowing up. It kind of goes through all the motions that are like comparable to Disney a bit, to the end where the kind of like the big climax is like he gets, you know, commissioned to do a theme park, and there's a lot of like designs, and you see him like building stuff. So like that's on top of my brain where I'm like, oh, okay, I guess like I get it now. I get the story of the mad creators and what it would take to bring characters to life enough to the point where you can create a theme park around them is like a stroke of genius and a lot of creativity in a person.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like little trains and models stuff, like you kind of all need that for, I don't know, prep and development before you get to like building stage, no?
You're talking about the actual modeling?
Yeah, like the modeling, the designing the park
Okay,
and everything.
okay.
Like, and I feel like people like trains, like, I don't know, you like real life trains. You don't like baby trains? Like, aren't there people who have like whole train sets in their garage and stuff?
Yeah. Walt actually had like mini trains. Like he had a little, I want to say he had a little one that was around the, what's that?
I said I was right.
Oh, yeah. He
I was
had
very
one.
excited.
Sorry, I thought you were yelling at Hector there.
No.
Like, what are you doing? Yeah, there's video of him like cruising around like a little baby train.
Little
like,
baby
Yeah, a
train?
little small one. I want to say it went around Walt Disney Studio, like the one out in California, like the actual place
actual
where they made
studio,
stuff.
yeah. That's
But,
awesome.
I could be wrong on that one.
But it's
Probably.
still a little freaky. I don't know. Haunted anything scares me. Like.
That was a fun episode. I enjoyed doing that one with Fredo and Trevor.
Yeah, they were so good, and like Red was so awesome. So it was so
Yeah.
cool to have like a crossover and be able to talk about like, you know, a little more spoopy stuff than we usually do.
They just put up their video of them at the Penhurst Asylum in Pennsylvania, of them walking around. That's pretty rad.
It's really awesome. If you are into like that horror stuff or supernatural or whatever it may be, definitely check that out.
Yeah, spoiler, they both came back, so they're still alive. Well, they may. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't bring.
I'm
anything
just
back
saying,
with
Trevor
them.
talked about for weeks that he thought he brought something home with him. For weeks, and I go, did you do anything to cleanse? Did you do anything to purify your area? He just said no. Well then, I don't trust you. Stay away from me. Don't come near me. But Aerokeen has an experience at a theme park.
Oh, okay.
And I'm very interested to read this to you, see how you feel.
I'm curious too.
They say, I used to work as a lifeguard at the Disneyland Hotel in 2010. The hotels consist of 3 towers, north, south, and east, with a convention center on the west side. Okay, apparently this matters.
Okay.
Between all the towers, there have been different things. But now, it is a pool area, including a slide structure modeled after the monorail, surrounded by a waiting area. During one busy summer day, a French mother started heading for, hold on.
Like you said, like it could be like, you know, your curse, like you French mother.
That's what I was I needed to make sure the commas were in the right place.
Okay.
And here we go. Yeah. Okay. During one busy summer day, a French mother started heading from the waiting area to the closest pool entrance that had a greeter? A greeter?
Yeah. Like
These are all these big words. I'm not that
greeter
smart.
is a big word.
A greeter position there? Like a person?
Yeah, like probably.
I've never read that before.
Probably like someone sitting there, like, okay,
hello.
Exactly.
Okay,
like, welcome to the pool if you need anything.
I was like, I thought they were meant like a fence or something. Context clues did not help me there. The greeter is positioned there, yelling in a frightened tone in French at the greeter and pointing at the ground. The greeter looked down and saw wet footprints appearing and walking right to them and started to freak out. At this time, I was talking with our lead and heading that way when we heard the yelling, and we both went to see what was going on. We saw the freaking out CM and mother, and we also saw the mother's footprints and a set of much smaller footprints that headed to the greeter and then turned 90 degrees into bushes. My lead and I searched through the bushes and everywhere nearby and found nothing. Later, while talking to other coworkers, we looked up deaths at the hotel and found a story of when the area that is now a pool used to be a giant lagoon, and how there was a young brother and sister that drowned there trying to save each other. Not 100% sure, but all of us there felt that what happened must be related.
Ooh, that's cool. That's a good story.
That's Arrow King. Thank you for sharing your traumatic
that's a spooky
encounter. You're getting a park map. I read Wet Footprints and my brain lost where I was audibly reading. I kind of read ahead. Yeah.
Stop.
And I went,
Before we read more, do we want to? How are we doing on the poll? Are we doing okay on the poll? Do we have more time for it?
Oh, check.
Yeah, we got results. It looks like this one is going to be a trusty backpack.
A trusty backpack. Okay, cool. I was honestly thinking either a comfy t-shirt or a trusty backpack. Those were my go-to. What did you have in mind?
I don't know. I liked the backpack. I liked the poncho. Just because I could imagine their arms being like, yay! And we needed ponchos every time we're in Florida.
That is true. But if you're going to cosplay this, like having a backpack be nice.
Right.
But also like a poncho, you get hot in that thing fast.
That is true.
So,
that is true.
Good job. Good vote. All you pass holders out there, y'all are awesome. All right.
So far we have a mysterious mask on a cute critter with a trusty backpack. So next up, we need to figure out what the arms and legs are going to look like.
Ooh, what the arms and legs are going to look like.
Oh my God.
Something mythical. Is it going to be something magical, something creative, or something casual? Okay. Nice. All right, something magical with the wings, something creative with the wacky arms, mythical, kind of like spooky. I like it. All right, I have mine, I think. Yeah, I have mine. I know what I want. But chat, you can vote on this right now at roosterteeth.com or over on YouTube. So vote for what is your favorite arms and legs. We're getting to the nitty-gritty.
Funny.
How many more things do we have to go after this?
Like one, maybe two.
Okay.
Maybe one more.
One more after this.
One more after this. All right, beautiful.
Ooh.
Okay, so do we have any more stories? Any more spooky stuff?
We got one more here. From Zurich.
We also have to send a map too.
Yes.
To that one. That was
yeah,
a good
100%.
story.
Eric, you get in a map. Great story. Zurich says, Jack mentioned Space Mountain and being able to touch the structures reminded me of my experience about 20 years ago. There were issues and the ride came to a stop just as we got to a high peak. All the lights turned on and I saw just how close I was to being able to touch the beans over my hand, and it was not a fun sight. Cute story, but not an experience.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately, Zurich, I would love to give you a park map, but you gotta answer the question, okay? Well, that's pretty funny. This is why I don't raise my hands.
Well, you are still pretty small. I don't think you would hit anything if you'd raise your hands.
You don't know. You're shrouded in darkness.
The tunnel you go in towards the end, where it's like you're coming back down, like it's like.
I don't put my hand.
Even that, I can literally just like touch that. I can just reach up and touch that. Like it's that close. The last time I did that, it shocked me. So it's like I'm not gonna touch it anymore.
Oh man, yeah. Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times.
I suppose.
Okay.
I suppose.
Oh man, all right, hold on. I almost lost our place. Because we can talk about another episode. We kind of mentioned this earlier. We were talking about our Japan episode on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
We've got a great question from that. Disney Japan versus Disney America, which is better? What ride in another country do you want to ride?
Yeah, because that was when we did we talked about Mystic Manor.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was a future episode, but we talked with Chris about all the different attractions there and stuff.
Heck yeah. There's some good suggestions. I don't remember if you gave your choice because I know you've like studied a bunch of stuff with all your researching for episodes. Is there anyone that like speaks to you off top?
I mean, like honestly, Mystic Manor is pretty rad. I mean, if we're talking, are these Disney or just any ones in general?
I think it's Disney, but people put anything in general.
Because Universal Shanghai, that's the one that has Jurassic World attraction, where you're in like the Jeep. It's the scoop vehicle from Spider-Man, but they have like at one point you're escaping from a giant like dinosaur that's like stomping down after you, like a full-size animatronic. It's like, oh my God, that's incredible. I would love to check that one out. So that would be my go-to if I ever got the chance to go over there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
I think I have two, but I guess the second one doesn't exist anymore since it's coming to Florida, which was, I always wanted to go on the Tron ride, which was in Shanghai.
Light Cycle Run?
Yeah, Light Cycle Run. And then when I found out about the Atlantis ride in Disneyland Tokyo, I've always wanted to go on that because I'm a big fan of that movie.
Nice.
So.
Katie loves that movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
She's a big fan.
Now everyone kind of has some really unique answers here. I'm going to start with JJ Jesse. It says, at Tokyo Disneyland, I want to ride the Baymax ride. He's literally the cutest. But mostly, I want to see their parades and buy all of the merch. They always have such cute stuff, and I'm so jealous. Me too. I actually love Big Hero 6.
So wait, there's a Baymax attraction over there?
Apparently says Disneyland Tokyo, there's a Baymax ride.
Wow.
I think it's awesome.
Supposedly they're bringing San Francisco to Disney's California event.
Oh, yeah, I saw that announcement.
Yeah.
It was
So-
like a press conference or something, right?
Yeah, it was a D23, but
Okay, D23.
More than likely, it's going to be just kind of a reskinning of the stuff that's already there. I think it's sort of the shopping and eatery area, so I don't know if they're adding any attractions to it, but they're going to make it look a little bit more like the Big Hero 6 area.
Cool.
Yeah.
Amethyst Lauren has an awesome answer here. I really want to ride Journey to the Center of the Earth at Tokyo Disney Sea. I love the thrill rides, and I've seen videos of the ride. It just seems like so much fun. Also, once it opens, I really want to go to the Tangled subsection of Fantasy Springs in Tokyo Disney Sea. It's my favorite Disney movie. I'm so happy it's getting its own ride and area, not just a bathroom. I'm so, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you know the area they're talking about, right?
No, I'm not.
So
I don't.
take back if you're heading towards if you're like Fantasyland heading towards a haunted mansion.
Okay.
There's literally like a tangled area. It's meant to look like the city that Rapunzel's from.
Sure.
But and they've got like the lanterns and stuff, but it's literally a restroom. It's like a little courtyard that has restrooms. And
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They give all the other princesses mad love in that park. They made a whole castle.
Yeah.
Multiple castles. And Tangle only gets a bathroom?
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
That's messed up.
Pretty
At least
sad.
do like a street show or something.
I will say we went to my family went to the Very Merry Holiday Party or whatever last year, and they had a photo that you could take in front of, like they actually had the lantern. You could take a photo
Oh,
with it.
cute.
And so we got that. Katie and I got some photos with that. It was really pretty.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, but as far as actual experiences there, they don't have many, which is sad.
Oh man, that sucks. I love Lollipop Angel's answer to this question, which is like, what ride in another country do you want to ride? And I'm kind of mad I didn't know about this.
Uh-oh.
There's Studio Ghibli Park.
Just opened.
And
Just
it's
opened.
on their bucket list. And Lollipop Angel says, my daughter Alice absolutely loves Studio Ghibli. My neighbor Totoro is her all-time favorite so much. Got a Totoro-themed tattoo on my ankle.
Wow.
That's cute. For your daughter, that's so cute. I would love to go. I don't know what rides are there, but I can only assume there's got to be a lot of like immersive like areas to walk through. But
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if there's rides.
So in Japan especially, they do a lot of parks, and by parks I mean like literally like trees and benches. And so it'll be a theme park, but it's really just themed around a thing, but there's no rides.
Right.
And I want to say the Studio Ghibli Park is very much like that, where it's just kind of like, oh yeah, it's just that we have cool theme stuff. I want to say like they have like the house from
Howl's Moving Castle?
No, the one with the black figure with the face.
Spirited Away?
Spirited Away. Yeah.
The
So-
bathhouse?
Yeah. So they have like a big cutout of that, or
Oh,
not cutout,
sick.
but they have like that built out there as well. Yeah, and so they have things like that you can go
That's
check
cool.
out. But as far as like attractions and rides,
You're not sure?
not really. I could be way off on that though. There could be tons of rides.
Or maybe
that I
just
don't
not
know.
announced yet. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's like, okay, it's out. We want it to be revealed because I know that like there used to be like there's like museum places like Ghibli Museum, which like kind of might have had them. So I'm interested to see like with this park thing, like how much more they can kind of go and it'd be
Yeah.
like more of an experience than like educational or whatever.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's just awesome. I
wanna
absolutely
go so
just wanna go there in
bad.
general. So yeah, cool. Good answer. Give that person a map.
Yes.
Give
I
that-
got you, Lollipop. Angel, you're on here. And the last one here is very interesting. Vegito says, I would like to try Hollywood Dream in Universal Japan, but after doing some digging, I found the flying dinosaur to be something I would give a try once. It's not the Velocicoaster, but it's reported to be intense. I don't know what the flying dinosaur is.
Flying dinosaur.
I'm about to, I'm curious, because that sounds very interesting. Like,
Well, I mean, there is a Jurassic World, like, you know, it's not a pterodon flyer type thing, but that might be it.
this is it says it's in Osaka, Japan. So the Flying Dinosaur is a Jurassic Park, Universal Studios USJ. Yeah, and it's pretty intense. I don't think it does the launching the way Velocicoaster does, but it's like big.
Yeah.
Like it's like big.
Is it like 4 people wide, I think, or
I can't do math, Jack. Don't ask me numbers.
you look at a picture?
No, it's like a slideshow, so it went away.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4 across. Here we go. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It looks awesome. And it has a lot of curvies and twisties and stuff.
I want to say Greg Hull may have worked on that.
Really?
I think.
So apparently, according to Wikipedia, it is a steel flying roller coaster at Universal Studios Japan. It starts in a dual station and leads into the lift hill. After it reaches the top, it drops 124 feet into the ground and enters its first inversion, a 0G roll, and enters into a fly to lie element, which makes riders face the sky. It then goes into a half pretzel loop and makes riders turn into a flying position again.
Wow. Okay. That's a bit more intense than I thought it would be. So that's cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. You want to go ride that? Let's go ride that.
Yeah, that's awesome. We might have to do like a little ride through or something to that, because like.
We'll add that to the list.
Yeah, to the list. Right?
I didn't do that when I did my Japan thing for RTX. I must have missed that one. I'm sorry.
Or we just assumed we were going to all the Disney
Yeah.
and Universal stuff. Like I just assumed we'd go in that
yeah.
calculation. That's awesome there. I love learning about new rides and stuff, because like then sometimes you learn about fears you didn't know you had.
Have you figured out a fear that you didn't know you had anytime recently, where you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I was terrified of this, or this messed me up?
Yeah, well, it's the whole. Well, you gave me the strategy. Remember, my whole life, every time I got on a roller coaster, I never knew if I should lean back
Yeah, put your head back.
or push forward. Because you're falling forward, so you want to like clench forward.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you just don't know. Like, so you're telling me lean back was the first time I actively tried it, and it
Wow.
was a far more enjoyable experience than I.
Because if you put your head up against the pad, if it rattles around and stuff, your head's already attached to it essentially. Whereas if you're leaning forward and you get whipped back, you'll pop your head anytime you do that. So you always want to like push back on it and just let like the G forces go through you, as opposed to trying to fight them.
The negative G's
Yeah.
is the ones that I'm fighting. Can I not be floating, please? Any way to make me feel pressure, so I don't feel like I'm suspended in air. I would like to
That's
feel.
the best part.
No, it's not.
Absolutely it is. You feel like you're flying. That's the whole thing. The whole point of a
No,
roller
it's
coaster is
not.
get an experience you don't normally have on a
I want
day-to-day
to
basis.
experience going 75 miles per hour on my flesh.
You don't want that?
No, I do.
Well, that's what the roller coaster's there
No, but
for.
the roller coaster. No, Jack, I don't like the part where you drop and you're like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the part I don't like. Okay. After that, once we get the speed,
Yeah.
awesome. I'm locked in.
So you're not about the anticipation?
No!
Of what it is? Okay.
I don't. I'm having an anxiety attack.
Jeff hates that too. That's
Like, can we just
big.
get to the top and then can you just drop me so that we can go? I prefer the launch coasters though, because like really you don't end up dropping. Like the Hulk was sick. Like you go and you drop later, maybe.
Yeah.
Like I'll loop-de-doop or I'll spin or I'll twist.
I don't know what it is, but as far as like roller coasters go, Hulk messes me up. Like I love
Yeah?
it. I'll go on it every time, but like that first couple launches, I have the black spots start coming in. Because it starts out, it goes hard right at the very beginning. And it's just like big old massive loops, and it's just like constant pressure on you. It's like, oof.
See, that's what I like. So that's
So-
why you don't like Mission Space. I see it.
Oh, Mission Space is just that's all just motion sims, and I'm too old for that. I can't do that one anymore.
It's amazing.
No, that one breaks me.
Spin me and make me feel like I'm launching into space. When I found out that that's how it was, my mind was blown. I was like, what centrifugal force is more math? How did they figure this out?
So you didn't know that one was actually, was it making you like? It was like literally like a centrifuge.
Yeah, the spinning motion make you feel like you're like with the pressure and stuff. Like when I learned out what it was, I found out that that's how they used it like in NASA to like train astronauts. Like that's the machine technology they use, and I was like mind blown.
Yeah, they train you how to not pass out when you're going through high G forces. So, are we done with our poll as far as the arms and legs go?
Yep.
All right. Yep. Okay. So,
What is the answer?
So we had our 4 different things. So the arms and legs, and possibly wings. What ended up being our biggest one?
The winner is something mythical.
Something mythical.
What? I saw
Wow.
creative being a lot. And it just 180 at the end.
All right. I was thinking it was going to be something magical, like with the wings and stuff. Like that was my go-to.
Yeah, I like magical. I was between B or D. I actually wanted something casual to Disney-fy it all, like to
Okay,
bring it in. I was like, okay, everything else is weird and different.
Yeah, YouTube and the site both were pretty split differently on what they wanted, and it just ended
Interesting.
up, enough votes for mythical came together.
All right. Well, there you go. Something mythical. Okay, so we got one more thing left, I believe.
That's true. The last one we have is, what should the trinket be that our mascot carries around?
Oh my God.
What should the trinket
It's so
be?
cute.
All right, so what is the trinket they're going to carry around with them? Is it a popcorn bucket? Is it a trusty camera? Is it a lovely balloon or a sweet treat? So go ahead and vote A, B, C, or D of our final thing. So popcorn bucket, trusty camera, lovely balloon, or sweet treat.
I cannot wait to see what the community chooses.
Man,
Oh my God, this mascot's gonna be adorable.
it's so cute. We're going to have to dress up Ben like it. We're going to have to get it.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, hold up. This is the first time I'm hearing about that.
You got it, Ben, don't worry.
No, you'll be great. You'll be great. You can cosplay as our mascot because, you know, if we can't do it because we have to host the show. We have to be,
Right,
you know, on
right.
the podcast. But, you know, you as producer Ben can absolutely step in and do that, right? That'd be great. It'll be awesome. It'll be good times. So, all right. Do we have more answers of places people would like to go?
We don't have any more answers for that,
Okay.
but we do have another question.
Ooh. Oh, who do we give Matt
Ooh,
to?
here we go. Yeah.
The
Let's
Ghibli
move.
Park one for sure.
Yes, Lollipop Angel, and then I said JJ Jesse for their Baymax ride pick because I was like, didn't even realize they had a whole
Not
thing
even the
going on over
Atlantis
there.
one. You were all about Atlantis.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, okay, you know what? You can get into here. You go.
I'm kidding. Get one
You
too.
get one too.
We have plenty of maps.
We have plenty. Amethyst, you get one too. There you go.
Our oh yeah, I also have some. We have a package here. I forgot. I brought this with me. So we were recording the last episode, and I mentioned that BK received a package in the mail, and it says BK at Annual Pass, and it's typed up. So I'll let you go ahead, and all right. So here's the letter. I don't know if you want to open this first or read the letter first. But
My mama told me to
those
read
are-
the
those
card
are yours.
first, but
Okay, you can read the card if you want then.
I will.
Be careful though. You destroyed the last thing someone gave you. So if they send you something really nice, I don't want you to
I'm
ruin it.
sorry.
That came in the mail, and I think I know what it might be, and I'm very excited for you.
Well, it's a box.
It is a box. That is true. You nailed it.
I don't know what could be in what's in the box.
It could be anything.
Was this
literally
on a
anything.
typewriter? Holy cow!
What is-
No way!
Sounds like a ghost. Ooh.
I was so excited. Dear BK, early season's greetings enclosed are your one-of-one Converse X Annual Pass BK Taylor sneakers.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Look at those. Look at that. Look, it's so perfect with your shirt. Like the colors match perfectly. That's so cool. How awesome is that?
Oh my God, that's so cool.
I saw that, and so this is the person that also sent me the Adidas. I got the Stan Smiths, the Annual Pass Stan Smiths. Those are so awesome. Those look great.
I don't ever want to wear them, but I also only want to wear them.
I know, that's the thing for mine. I'm like, we'll do a photo shoot together wearing them, and then we'll put them somewhere where they'll never be ruined. But how awesome is that?
Clean.
Converse is nice too.
Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate it. Oh wait, it says P.S. Try to find the hidden Mickey.
Oh, is there a hidden Mickey somewhere? So sometimes, I believe on mine, on the box, they put a hidden Mickey somewhere.
On the
And
box.
so you have to keep an eye out for it. You have to find it.
What do you mean?
There's a hidden Mickey somewhere on your thing.
Oh my. Okay, well, as I search for my hidden Mickey.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Need those on the store? Yeah. Owen says those are sick.
I'm obsessed, dog. Like I just.
How rad is that, right?
It's my precious.
The pass holder community is so talented and so remarkable, and thank you so much for those. Those are incredible.
I found the Mickey.
You found the Mickey?
It says in the box.
Where is it? Where is it?
Pink. It's
Oh
the
yeah, a little pink one at the very bottom.
baby.
Aw.
I'm obsessed. Thank you. I'm gonna have to tweet you. Don't worry. I got you.
Absolutely. You gotta do
Put it
some
in
modeling with
IG.
it?
I got you with the tag, Mitch. Don't worry. Oh, thank you so much.
That is so rad.
I adore them. I'm honored. I'm literally through the roof. This is what a great, like, it's a season's greetings, but this is a birthday present to me, if I'm being honest. This is so cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I want to wear mine, but it's like I don't want to wear mine. So
Right.
We'll have to find it because I don't want to get them all scuffed up and stuff, but I want to wear them because they're amazing. All right, now we can match. We'll rock our
20s.
annual passes.
Our annual passes. Oh my gosh, we'll be the flyest people out there.
I want those, says Power Baby. Yeah, we have our vote thing. Is there any way to hide the vote thing so we can read the comments over on RTTV?
Yeah. Because the voting is still going on. It's actually almost done, so make sure to get your votes in for our final element of the Annual Pass Mascot Gauntlet.
Akaboom says perfect shoes for BK. Elric Aaron says, I've got 25 pairs of Chucks. Those are cooler than any I own. That's pretty rad.
All the little kids with the pumped up kicks.
No,
Yeah.
don't listen to the actual lyrics of that song.
Oh man, I never thought about that.
I like that it's a Nike box full of Converse. That's true. Yeah, the extra Nike box here.
Nike is Converse now.
Oh, really? Converse is bought by Nike?
Yeah, they're saying, so now I feel cool because all my friends, they like to wear like Jordans and stuff like that. And I go, haha, I'm wearing Nike. And it's my Chucks.
I've got my Nikes on right now. I've got my my LeBrons on. These are like the, can you see? Of course, there you go. Voila. Fancy. It matches
I like the
my
color.
Facebook
Yeah, I like
shirt.
the color.
Yeah.
Clean.
That is so cool. Shoes are fun.
Oh, yeah.
I was never really into shoes, and then this has become my midlife crisis thing. I got so many shoes.
Better than a car or a motorcycle.
I bought I bought some Forum Lows for Extra Life this weekend. So we went to the Adidas store because we bought some shoes for Brad Stuver because he's gonna be kicking painted soccer balls, and so we're like, let's get him some shoes so he doesn't have to ruin any of his.
Right.
And also we're doing auctions now, and so after he's done kicking painted soccer
gonna
balls,
auction the
we're gonna auction off the shoes. So he's gonna wear them.
Oh,
once,
that's cool.
Kick some stuff, and so
that's
they're gonna be covered in
awesome.
paint and stuff, so you can actually pick those up. And again, the proceeds from that go to our Extra Life, or go to Extra Life.
So cool.
So yeah, it's pretty rad.
Oh my God,
And so,
that's awesome.
But we're also gonna get a bunch of soccer balls signed. We're all the painted soccer balls. We're gonna auction off as well. So
Oh, that's awesome.
it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. I'm very excited for the stuff we're doing for this Extra Life. So I got my Hey Dudes, Power Baby. Hey Dude, like the Nickelodeon show from back in the day. JJO says Stu. Heck yeah.
That's awesome. Do we have any other stuffs we're supposed to be opening up or had to open up?
Oh yeah. I've got a bunch of stuff here. So let's see here. Here's a oh Jesus.
No!
Puzzle or Lego piece. Here's a couple of postcards for you if you want to read those.
Yeah, sure. I'll make sure some time to like look at some of the stuff that's been sent to
Yeah,
us.
let's see here. I think some of these. Yeah, this one's for.
Oh my God! They're from St. Augustine!
You're near.
That's like where I'm from. I'm freaking out. Holy cow, I do it one of two. Okay. I'm gonna read these real quick. Oh my God, it's from St. Margaret. I'm freaking out right now. Holy cow.
That was to me.
Hey, Jeff, Jack, BK, and Ben. I know these cards aren't exactly theme park related, but following the Pirates of the Caribbean episode and hearing how close of City St. Augustine is to BK and Jeff, I figured we'd send some postcards from our stay. Oh my gosh. My girlfriend and I met in this city 10 years ago. Actually, we're here celebrating our anniversary. And since we've gone on together to work. SeaWorld Orlando, Busch Gardens, Tampa, Universal Orlando, Islands of Adventure, and Disney World, both in entertainment and attractions. I
Wow,
look
they've been to a
forward
lot of places.
to future episodes. Why, thank you, Casey. Much appreciated. Give our love to the waifu, and thank you. And I almost cried looking at this. I was like, I've seen the version of this postcard many a times before. Well, the lighthouse. This lighthouse one, super haunted, dog. 100% haunted.
Yeah.
Like objectively across the
I imagine
board.
most lighthouses in general are haunted, right? That's got to be just sort of a
Like a
known
given.
thing. Yeah. It's
Like
oh,
anything, any structure that old, gotta be haunted.
Yeah.
Like,
It was literally made to prevent like ships from crashing on the rocks, you know.
what the heck are you working on over there?
So I've got a package here. Let's see, is that all of them? Nope, not all of them. Okay, so check this out. This is actually really, really rad. So I got a thing here. It says, hey, Jack, Jeff, and BK. Wanted to send y'all a few of the 40th anniversary Epcot maps when I visited on October 1st. Also, thank you so much for the positivity and excitement you bring to each episode of Annual Pass. I can't count how many times I've been having a rough day or week, only to have at least one thing to look forward to, and that is you three deers, or you three on a new episode. Hope you enjoy the gift, and hopefully we can meet sometime in the parks someday. Aaron B. # comment leaver, # letter writer. And so, yeah, these are the 40th anniversary Epcot park map, excuse me. I'll be honest, we've had a few people send us some maps. As a matter of fact, the twins sent us some maps as well. I've got another box, and they sent a whole bunch. These are really cool. They're very shiny. I don't know if it's being picked up, but they're like extra. Yeah, there you go. You can see like the rainbow reflections in them. Oh, I don't know if you can really see it, but anyway.
I like the retro
fancy
font, like the classic font. Like I feel like you used to see a lot of this back in the day, and then it went away, especially in like the future areas.
Yeah. And
like
so
this is sick.
It's pretty cool. So they had these available for just one day. I mean, I think they actually had them for a few days because October 1st was around the time when I think there was a tornado or a hurricane came through. So, but yeah, they had these up available for free. And so it's the 40th anniversary of Epcot. October 1st was the 40th anniversary. And yeah, so you had to be there in order to actually get one of these things. And so it's pretty awesome. As most people know that listen to Annual Pass, I love theme park maps. So thank you very much. I will add these to my collection, which I want to do something with them. I want to do like a park map collection.
Like a collage or something?
Well, I want to
like...
figure out some way where people can share their park maps.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I ever told you, but my dream was to get one of every park map from Disney MGM Studios.
Oh,
like,
that'd
literally
be cool.
like one that existed from every single time. Unfortunately, there was a run for about 2 years where they released a new park map every week.
Oh, wow.
So it probably won't happen.
Yeah, that's too much. You're not going to be able to find that one.
But I have like multiples of the very first park map. Like the first 3 park maps are very similar, and I have all of those.
Oh, cool.
I'll get some really
In my head, I was like, I don't know why this is so random, but in Twilight, the Cullens, they have all their caps on the wall.
The graduation caps.
Can they just be park maps on the wall like that when you walk into the
Me and my undead relatives. That'd be great. So thank you very much again, Aaron B., for sending these. Appreciate you, and I will absolutely hold on to these.
Am I allowed to open this?
Yeah, I think that's...
It says Annual Pass on it.
Go for it. It's Annual Pass. It's Annual Pass. I'm going to keep working on my thing. I got to finish it before. We got 26 minutes left. I want to get this done.
Ooh, baby, I love to play.
What you got there?
Tales from the Galaxy's Edge.
Ooh.
Hey, Jack, Jeff, BK, and Ben.
Hey.
Thought you guys might like receiving one of these commemorative guide mats and buttons that were handed out to the guests on Epcot's 40th. Okay, y'all all going to Epcot without me. What's up with that?
Apparently everybody went on the 40th.
Okay, well, next time, y'all better let me know. We got a whole Discord community for that. All it is a single @ on Twitter. Like, let us know, okay? That's ridiculous. Tried getting an extra poster, but there's only so much magic I could do. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and catch you the next time you're here in Orlando. Thank you. Joe, a.k.a. Hold My Churro. Okay, Hold My Churro.
Are they in chat right now?
They are avid replier, definitely in the comments quite often. And we've got a map for everybody now.
We got the map. Sweet.
Everybody getting the map. And you getting the map.
So many maps. So many maps.
I'm obsessed with this colorway. These are the bi-colors, okay?
Really
Epcot's
fancy, right?
new. And we got some little buttons. I can add them to the fanny pack.
Nice. Dude, that fanny pack came in handy. I will say, like, you can clown all you want on fanny packs. Those things were super, super convenient. I know producer Ben and I were using ours like crazy when we were out in Florida. It was good times. Speaking of producer Ben, you there? Cool.
You know it.
All right. Was that the recording again? Is that Mike pushing buttons again?
I really thought it was that time.
Okay, is our poll done for our final bid, our final trinket for our Annual Pass mascot?
It is complete.
All right.
Final mascot is
a
cute critter with a mysterious mask, a trusty backpack, arms and legs that are something mythical, and a trusty camera.
A trusty camera!
That's the one I wanted!
Nice.
I had to do a lot of math there at the end. The vote was pretty split.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well,
was it split between the popcorn bucket?
It was split pretty evenly between all of them.
Oh, wow.
Trusty camera came out by about 3 votes, I think.
Wow.
Beautiful. Well, so now Gail Fox, our amazing, talented artist, they are going to take all of your bits and turn it into an actual character as well.
I'm excited to see this mascot. I'm in my mind. I'm like, okay, what mythical creature like? What are we going here? Are there tails? Are there horns? Like at what level? And then critter. What's it? Define critter, Jack. What do you think of?
Critter is like a super what the heck? A super like cute animal. Like if I like, oh, look at a little critter, you know?
Like what? Like a squirrel?
Yeah, like a squirrel is absolutely a critter. Squirrels are adorable.
Yeah, like
I love squirrels.
You like squirrels?
Squirrels are great. We have squirrels in our house.
In your house?
Not in the house. Well, I hope not. but we have them out in front of the house. The cats like looking at them and freaking out about them. we have some squirrel nests in the trees in front of our house, which are really, really cool. Squirrels are awesome. Animals in general are just awesome. I love animals. Actually, I went running yesterday morning, and when I got home, I had my running shirt, and I looked at it, and there was the bee on it that I guess I brought from Town Lake. And I was like, well,
no.
all right. So just like open the door. It's like I got to a leaf. I'm like, there you go, buddy. It's like you just moved house.
Leave, be free.
Yeah. But yeah, awesome. Well, there you go. So there we go. We have that done now. So we still got about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, do we have any more questions? I'll go through them all.
Do we?
Do we?
I got you.
How dare I question?
Do not question the question queen, who is right here. And this one is from our horror makeup show episode, which I finally got to see.
You finally saw it. I'm so happy. Did you enjoy it?
I loved every second
so
of it.
good.
It was awesome. Like, I literally cannot believe I had been there for it. Like, that was a disservice to myself.
Such a good show.
Like that,
Such a good
it
show.
is so awesome, and you're totally right about like all the improv and like all of like the effects, like, and it was educational, but also really funny.
And
it was
not
so
only-
cool.
Not only that, but so Mally was with us,
yeah.
our Halloween Horror Nights expert. She was with us, and she actually got pulled up on stage. So she got to be the volunteer for Halloween Horror Night, or for the horror makeup show, which was
Everybody's
fantastic.
dream.
Yeah, she was like absolutely thrilled because like her and I were geeking out over the whole thing. And like we were before the show started, it was like, okay, who's gonna be the one who gets picked? Because they usually pick from like stage right, and it's like, okay, so we're like looking at the people, like, okay, she doesn't look like she wants to be here, so it'll probably be her. It's like probably her. Okay, cool. And the guy like started there and then kind of walked over and was like, you, and pointed at her, and she's like, oh my god, and she went up on stage, and it was awesome. So we have lots of footage and stuff from that too.
Yeah, and you used to, after we were done, you were like chatting with them, and we got to like talk to the dudes.
Yeah,
and it was, like,
yeah, the super nice guys.
They're super cool, and they've been doing the thing for a while. So
Yeah.
like, it was awesome to like hear their story.
And it turned out too that Mally let us know that the gentleman, one of the co-stars, or one of the stars of the show, a lot of those actors kind of do different roles with
Right,
right. He was actually the usher during Halloween Horror Nights. So the usher is like one of the icons of
Oh, okay, yeah.
a couple years ago, and so he was the usher.
Oh
which
my
is like,
God,
dude,
that's so cool.
That's so rad. So he was like the official one, and so it's like that's
what I want to do.
cool.
Listen, that's my retirement job is to work at a theme park, like
I
for
would
sure.
absolutely go for that as well. I could totally do that. You want to go work with me down in Florida?
Yeah, we could be tour guides.
I might retire a bit before you, I think.
That's
based,
fine.
Based on age, but I'll warm the place up for you. You can
You
come
let
down.
me know, show me the ropes.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm like, I got a friend.
Mentorship program.
We're both old now, and now we're working in the parks. I would totally do that. What would be your retirement gig if you were going to work at a theme park? If you were to retire someday?
I don't know, cause like, to be honest, I was talking to some older lady who was checking me out at one of the like bigger gift stops, and like she was telling me exactly that that she lived her life. It was a long life, and it was great, and it was always her dream to literally retire and work here because she could talk to everybody, and everyone was from like around the world. And I started to think about it. I was like, really, the only like jobs like at least at Disney that you get to really talk to people are like the shopping like gigs. You have to have like a conversation, or maybe not, versus like you're running a ride, like you're being like rules and stuff like that. So I kind of would want to do like, I don't know, it'd be crazy, but let me be like a waiter or something in like the Belle's Castle. Like I would love to just be around like kids and be immersed and like get to see their reactions to like the characters coming out and like.
Well, you know the other position they actually have that you can get to interact with a lot of people. A lot of people don't think about is custodial. Like so a lot.
Oh my God,
a lot of
you're
the people,
right.
Yeah, essentially you just kind of like have an area to keep it clean, and they sort of let you go, and you have to know everything about the parks because people come up to you and be like, oh, can you help me with this, or where
All the
I find this?
time.
So you need to know your park back to front.
Dude, the moment you
So-
said that, I immediately recalled all the times I've interacted with like cast members, and like 110%,
Yeah.
all of them are wearing the fit. Like
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying. That
So,
would be fun.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, that's like people think like, oh, custodial. It's like no, it's actually
No.
pretty rad. Like you get it because you have a lot more autonomy that way, where you can kind of just do whatever you want.
Versus like a lot of other roles at the parks, I feel like there's just a little bit stricter for good reason. Like, hey, like this is safety reasons, or like, hey, you're in character. This is our rules here. Like, I'd love to be a face character, but
Man.
I don't know. Like, I'd rather be like a performer, like to be able to like go on the stage. Like, if I could be in the Lion King show.
Which one? The Festival of Lion King?
The festival. I would peak. That would be my like dream
You'd be
come
done?
true. Yes.
Man, they have some really, really talented performers in those shows.
Oh my God,
too.
yeah.
That's a good show.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I love the spieling attractions. So like I would
Yeah.
kill to be like Jungle Cruise. Like,
Okay.
I think I would do pretty
What
hefty
about
work.
Blue? Would you do good at the Blues Encounter, maybe?
Oh wait, which one? The
Blues Encounter for the Raptor? Like,
Booze Encounter, or Blue is.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I had Disney in my head. Maybe I'm like those guys are like the host we had during Blues Encounter was super witty.
Yeah.
It was like they were on it and like you could tell they're having a lot of fun with it. So I was like, yeah, I could totally do something like that. But I love the the attractions where it's like, oh, you actually have a host here who can kind of like affect the outcome of the ride.
Totally.
Like when I worked there, I worked at the Great Movie Ride, which is a spieling attraction, and the Backlot Tour, which was a presentation attraction. It's like, I love that.
You'd want to do that again.
I mean, I'm a sucker for performance. Like,
Totally.
You get that itch, and it's like you just love performance.
That's what I was saying. I was like, put me in the stunt show, Indiana Jones stunt show. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll learn stunts for this.
Have you
Like,
made Marion? Or not made Marion? Marion Ravenwood?
I would love to. Or even just like the hype person at the beginning of the sessions. They always have like some people come up and just like rile the crowd, make sure everyone's good, find your seats.
I
like,
can see you doing that. You pull
I would-
volunteers down. and stuff.
Exactly. That's what I want to do right there.
Wait, Maid Marian is Robin Hood. That's where I got that. Marion Ravenwood.
Mavenwood.
Ravenwood.
Oh, Ravenwood.
Yeah, she's the one. She was from Temple of Doom. No,
Raiders.
Raiders of the
I
Lost
think it's
Ark.
Raiders, yeah.
And then again in Crystal Skull. But we don't talk about that. Did you see that Disney's going to do a series? They're going to do a Disney Plus series for Indiana Jones.
No, I didn't see that. I missed that?
I apparently just announced it like a couple days ago, or like that's the rumor.
No way.
I don't know if it's going to be. If it's gonna be Indy, if it's gonna be like Harrison Ford, or if they're
Like
it's
Baby Ian?
yeah, like I mean they had a young Indiana Jones show for a bit,
Right.
So I don't know if they're bringing something like that back or what, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Don't we already have Uncharted out there? Like, what's going on here?
Did you
Like,
watch Uncharted?
I watched the movie.
It wasn't terrible.
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. I like those. I love those like swashbuckling like adventure stories.
Totally,
Like
yeah.
National Treasure.
So good.
I unironically love.
Oh my God,
those
100%.
movies. And there's a series coming too.
I know. I'm excited.
So-
I'm very excited.
Yeah, they teased that at D23 as well, and so that's coming pretty soon. So I'm excited for that. And supposedly, Nicolas Cage has the script for 3. Like the writer handed him a script for 3, and it's like because they can't make a third one without him.
Right. No, it's got to
And
be.
so yeah, and apparently, I mean, he's a big fan of the series, and I think he's perfect for that series. So I hope they make more. That would be
I'm
great.
excited. I'd be very interested to see like that come to life, like some sort of ride involving National Treasure or something like, or figuring out like a clue to like lead you to a place. Like that's the cool part about those movies is like you learning and like discovering as it goes on. I love that.
Yeah, it's just like piecing things
Yeah.
together. It's great. I love those kinds of movies.
Well, we did ask a movie question on the Horror Makeup Show episode, keeping it themed because this was our spooky season and we're still in November.
Spooky.
I like to be spooky, but everyone is Christmassy. So chat, you tell me what one of those are you. But we asked, what is everyone's favorite scary movie? I'm a big movie person. Jack likes movies. We do movies a lot here.
We talk a lot about movies.
Yes, we do. And we have some great answers here. So a Dead Pish says, favorite scary movie, The Thing.
Ooh,
Specifically because of the
John
incredible
Carpenter.
practical effects, makeup work, and unapologetically bleak, almost Lovecraftian tone.
That's a dark movie.
I watched it for
nothing-
the first time last month.
Oh, really? Yeah, nothing happy happens in that movie, really. Yeah.
That movie was so cool. It is definitely one of my favorites. I didn't think I was gonna like it and ended up loving it.
I never saw the prequel or whatever it was.
I haven't
the
seen that
one.
one
Is
yet.
it Kate Beckinsale or I forget who's in it?
Oh no, I have seen the prequel, and they find the Swedish ship, and it's about that.
Yeah, it's like everything leading
Yeah.
up to the movie, The Thing. So,
Yeah.
Or the original Thing.
It's pretty good. I mean, I didn't have the Thing context, and it's not named anything that you would know that it's related if you hadn't, like, if
Yeah.
you didn't know any context about the Thing, you could just watch it. So when I was watching the Thing for the first time last month, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've heard this story before.
Ah, okay.
And then I was like, well, this is not what I remember happening at all.
And it turns out you had heard this.
I had heard of the story before, or at least the stuff leading up to it. So I love that. And at the Horror Makeup Show, like in that pre-room area, they actually have like a lot of stuff and like callbacks to practical effects from the movie. So super, super awesome.
Very cool.
Aka Boom says, hey, what's up, Aka Boom? That's lit. I know them. They said, hi, Jack, Jeff, BK, sorry, Ben, LOL. My favorite horror movie is the 2013 remake of The Evil Dead. Okay. It takes the great premise of the original movie and turns it up to 11. I hear you. I watched that for the first time last month, too. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not as good as the first one, in my opinion, but pretty good. Neko Chibi says, I have a lot of scary movies around this time of year, but I can't go without watching Frankenstein starring Sting. Not a very well-known, but absolutely love that version. Other favorite Halloween movie is Practical Magic, another less-known movie that is phenomenal. I know Practical Magic.
Is that Sandra Bullock?
Is it?
Or am I thinking of a different movie?
I don't know. You know, I'm not good with the actors and actresses' names.
Well, Sandra Bullock was in Blind Side.
I miss Congeniality. I know who Sandra
Congeniality.
Bullock is, but I can't, my mind, because Practical Magic is like an older film, I can't put like baby her in my mind's eye to see if it is her or not. So chat, you have to help us out or put me on Twitter if you don't answer it. I know someone in chat said they have some good recommends. That is one of these answers here. And that is from Rooster Teeth Pass Last saying, I'm a huge Stephen King fan. Nice. So mine would be The Shining.
Classic.
But it's not The Shining that most people know. It's Stephen King's The Shining, which is very different.
Steven Weber one, yeah.
Yeah, which is the one that was based more accurately on his novel. It was technically a 3-episode miniseries on TV, but I always watch it on DVD in one big marathon, and it's like a movie, so I count it as one.
Yeah, that one. So Stephen King wrote The Shining after staying at a hotel in Colorado, in Estes Park, Colorado, called the Stanley Hotel, and so The Shining is based off that hotel. And actually, so myself, Alfredo, and Trevor got to go stay at the Stanley Hotel for the sequel, Dr. Sleep, which is the sequel to The Shining.
I've heard of it.
Mike Flanagan directed it. He also did Haunting of Bly Manor, Haunting of Hill House. He's released. Midnight Mass as well. That's the one that
that's a new one, yeah.
Rahul Kohli's in, and he's got another series coming out very soon. And so we got to meet him there, and it was super nice. And I actually watched The Shining in my hotel room at
you have
staying
to.
in a place,
You've got it.
Just on the other side of the hotel from where Stephen King was, where he got freaked out.
Gosh.
So super, super cool. Very, very neat experience.
Well,
so.
Rooster Teeth Past Last has also visited the Stanley Hotel. They live in Colorado.
Nice.
And they've done some ghost tours there. It hits close to home for them, so one of their favorites, and recommend us going. I am the sweet baby girl and will not be staying in a haunted hotel that a terrifying movies, novels are all based off of.
You want to know some other fun piece of trivia?
Okay, hit me with it.
That hotel is also featured in another movie that you have probably seen.
Okay.
It was featured in Dumb and Dumber.
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Dumb and Dumber?
I don't do comedies, Jack.
Oh my God.
Comedies missed me. I just saw Young Frankenstein for the first time.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, Gene Wiley.
Gene Wilder.
I know. That's my boy, Gene Wiley.
You know, like the villain from Sonic, Gene Wiley.
No, it's Willy Wonka.
Yeah. No, anyway,
Sorry,
Dumb and Dumber, at one
Dumber.
point they make it to Colorado and they're staying
And
in a
they go
fancy
there?
hotel, and that's the hotel.
No way.
So it's like he walks in and goes like, we landed on the moon, we did it. You know, he freaks out. Like I had a drink at that bar where he does. Anyway, it's a whole
That's
thing.
cool though.
But yeah, The Shining though takes place, the remake, or not the remake, but the TV version, they shot it there at that hotel. So the actual hotel that it's based on, they shot it.
That's awesome.
So, but the Stanley Kubrick version was they shot it an entirely different place.
I don't care what scary hotel. Any hotel with that type of wallpaper and that old-timey feel.
Carpet, heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't want to come play with us anything. I'm like, I will go to bed.
Forever and ever and ever.
In my car. I will sooner sleep under an underpass than step foot into a scary hotel. You want to know what, sidebar, Jack? So remember that long time ago where Lindsay Jones had an amazing cat party?
Yes.
And it was at the Driscoll Hotel?
Yeah, it's a haunted hotel.
And no one told me that till I already had stepped foot inside said haunted hotel.
You didn't know the Driscoll is haunted?
No, I didn't!
It's super haunted, yeah, absolutely.
It's just a common fact. You get your welcome to Texas, welcome to Austin, Texas. By the way, this hotel's haunted pass.
Yeah.
Why didn't you give me one?
That was catty corner to the first Rooster Teeth office I worked at. It was literally, we shared the block. Like we were on the other side of the block. And so, super haunted.
That should have been in the welcome manual. That should have been on the invitation, on Lindsay's invitation.
The brides, yeah. It's haunted by two brides.
Two brides?
Yeah. There's the ghost of two brides in the hotel.
I don't like that you had they're specific.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe I was in there.
Well, I mean, they're with you now, so you didn't have to worry about So
I need to
they have
cleanse.
absolutely followed you home to wherever you are now. So you're good. It's all good.
They're looking for young suitors. I am not a young suitor.
They're already married. Like, they don't need a suitor anymore.
I guess, yeah, bride assumes you went through. In my head, I assumed it was a left at the altar situation,
Oh, no.
at the wedding, at the hotel. I immediately went to like haunted mansion, like 100%, like that's all I think of when I think of like haunted hotels or mansions is like the ballroom scene, like.
The haunted hotels or mansions. I like it.
Whoa,
Could be either
hotels or
one.
mansions,
You know?
you don't know,
Any
like.
one of them. They're spooky. Whatever it is, it's just spooky.
It is spooky. I'm not very good. Well, everyone gave amazing answers, so everyone is getting a park mag. So
Sweet.
Adept Fish, Akaboom, Nico Chibi, hello, Neko Chibi, if that's Japanese, and Rooster Teeth pass last. Y'all are getting some awesome passes, theme park maps signed from us to you.
Huzzah!
Yes.
All right, we got about 7 minutes left here on the stream.
7 minutes.
I'm gonna try to finish this, so I don't have to keep the broadcast guys hanging around while I finish off this last little bit. So I'm gonna rush through it. All right, do we have any more questions? Do we have anyone we can burn through to finish off?
Yeah, well, I'm finding here that we might have done a Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé?
Yeah, no, Michael Bublé, which means there's a double of the question, which means there's more answers
Uh-oh.
that I didn't see before. And that was when we were talking about like other rides in other countries do you want to ride.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a cool one here. I mean, we're geeking out because like it's Disney Japan, so like
Yeah.
I have to read
Of course,
these
we can
answers.
go through those.
Credence Justinium, I butchered your name, I'm so sorry, says, first, I love Chris's video, especially when he covers merch. Answer, I always wanted to go to the Jules Verne theme rides.
Yeah.
Who's Jules?
Jules Verne? He's a classic astronomer, I think, right? He wrote Journey to the Center of the Earth, right?
Okay.
Am I mistaken? He's a writer.
Yeah, I don't
anyway,
know.
he's like a
who
sci-fi
Jules
writer.
is. Sci-fi
Yeah.
writer. I gotta brush up on my history.
Yeah, I want to
apparently.
say the Space Mountain in Paris is actually based off Jules Verne.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I could be wrong on that. It's off the top of my head. Oh, I see Yay Park Map. Akaboom says Yay
Yes,
Park Map.
hey,
in
Rooster
the
Teeth
chat.
Last Pass as well, and Neko Chibi. Let's go.
Nice.
I see y'all. Okay. Well, they say that there's at Tokyo Disney Sea, they have a bunch of rides, Jules Verne themed, because they look amazing. They're obviously something we don't get to have in the U.S. I could also answer the question with when Universal Japan has the temporary anime-themed attractions, because the Evangelion ride they've had for ages ago sounded like my kind of jam, and all the merch would be awesome. If they had an EVA, Evangelion, Neon Genesis ride, I would lose my mind.
Yeah, I mean, they do a lot of different attractions like that. Like, they have different anime-themed stuff all the time. You know me, I'm not a big anime person, but I would love for you to geek out over all of the various.
It could be, the roles could be reversed. It could be like, so did you know?
Yeah, and I'm like,
And you're like, oh my God, okay, Vicky, relax.
what just happened? You're saying a lot of things at me.
I would love for that role reversal. I would lose my mind if I went to anything anime related
man.
at a theme park. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like a broken, little broken machine. You could just see steam coming out of my ears.
Just like
Sensory
grinning from
overload.
ear to ear.
Yeah. Science fiction. Verne is science fiction. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Okay.
Okay.
Not,
I'm gonna have to
not
check
Journey to
them
the
out.
Center of the Earth. Thank you very much.
Science fiction at Disney parks. Nautilus submarine.
Oh yeah, that's
And the
Nautilus. Yeah.
machines.
So they had the 20,000 League submarines like at Disneyland in California. They actually had them in Magic Kingdom as well forever ago. The ones in Disneyland in California now are the Finding Nemo attraction.
Okay.
But those are themed around 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which is a classic Disney movie, which is based off the Jules Verne written book.
Cool.
Also, in Back to the Future Part 3, Dr. Emmett Brown
Yeah.
gets married and he shows up in the train at the end and he has
Yeah.
two sons. He has Jules and Verne are the names of the kids.
Okay, all right. I'm learning references.
Yeah. And they're super, super creepy kids.
Sick. I'm gonna have to dive in. I love sci-fi, so the fact that I didn't know that is wild.
Oh, yeah.
So like I'm gonna super check that out. I didn't
Nice.
even know 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was a
Sea.
Disney film. Whatever. What you actually gonna tell me Journey to the Center of the Earth is? Like what's going on?
The one with the rock, absolutely.
Let's see. Ace Ox AT. has an answer here and says, what ride in another country do you want to ride? I think it would depend on what event is happening at Universal Japan. Exactly.
Everyone's about that Universal Japan.
If an anime event with one of my favorites, like One Piece. Oh, you lost me, man. you lost
Is
me.
One Piece like the swimsuit one? I always see like the swimsuit people. Like I think
They're pirates.
they're pirates.
They're pirates.
Okay.
Straw Hat Gang.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah. Okay.
They're pirates. They're pirates.
Nice. So you're a big pirate fan? You're like all about the pirates?
No, I'm not.
I know there's this show about the was it volleyball? No, soccer. There's a
Soccer one out right now.
that people are like loving.
It's
on,
really
right?
good, and I don't even like football.
Nice.
It's actually pretty funny. They're all it's called it's like trying to find the best striker of their team, of the Japan's World Cup team. A bunch of stuff I don't know. All I care is about the cute boys and them getting aggy before they kick the ball and channeling their inner demon. And
Jesus.
then that's what they say. They're like, I just see black and I'm the ace and I'm gonna do what it needs to take, and it's pretty funny. It's like
Think real soccer players are like that. We're gonna ask Brad when he's here
it's
this
an
weekend.
anime. You don't think about the moment, the height of moment, and you're a soccer game. Again, saying from someone who's never seen a game in real life before.
I've invited you to so many, and you're like, no, I don't want to go to your stupid
That's
soccer.
not what I
And was
said.
like, fine.
But I assume the moment right before your strike, like 5 seconds on the clock, like they do in like Haikyuu, which is like a basketball anime, where it's like those moments they over personify the emotions that are kind of like going on right before that big moment. Certain characters get very like in their head or very angry, like I'm gonna do it. You get whole monologues in like 5 seconds, with all the motivation behind what's happening in this moment. It's pretty awesome.
Sounds pretty awesome. You're gonna have to show it all to me.
I'm gonna
I'll be
have to.
What are we watching, BK?
Why can't we need like a Shonen Jump theme park? Okay, for all my anime fans out there, you hear me.
I tried watching, I almost said Over the Garden Wall. No, that's not it.
Good show though.
The one, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. There is
Attack
a wall in that.
I watched it and was like, what the hell is going on in this? And it lost me.
Because
that's like the premiere. That's like everyone's like anime.
No.
Attack on
People
Titan.
give you bad recommendations. Listen, people who go to my personal streams, not to self-plug here, but I do great anime recommendations. I have a 98.7 success rate on recommending the amazing anime starter pack for you, Jack. Okay. I'll do it for free.
Man. But anime, there's also like billions of episodes too, right? That's like one of the issues.
It depends. It depends. See, this is why you don't listen to people. You gotta listen to me, Jack.
Don't listen to people.
Don't listen to peoples, all right? Like, I fell off Attack on Titan. They don't tell you the story till like the 3rd season, and they are very confused. You can't do that. It's like watching Supernatural.
Simple and bite-sized, like One Piece, so you understand that show when we go to the theme parks and we ride the One Piece rides.
Okay, so you're saying One Piece is the best anime that exists?
Best anime that exists, hands down. BK loves it.
That's what BK was saying. She was like, One Piece, best anime that exists on the planet ever. And I was like, okay, that sounds cool. And so...
I've just been bamboozled.
That's what you said, right? The correct term is gaslit. That's what we are gaslighting.
I didn't say any. Don't correct me, sir.
I'm mansplaining gaslit for you.
No!
That's like layers of horribleness.
It is.
That is
But
great.
I am really glad that the community, there are anime fans out there.
There's bound to be a few. I'm willing to bet. But
come talk anime with me.
Oh my gosh. All right, so should we start wrapping it up? Probably start wrapping it up
Aw,
here. So
man.
I know.
I could chat all day with y'all.
I have to continue. I have to finish this so I can not have like bits all over the table because we use this table for other things. But anyway. Thank you very much, every single person who came out and watched us today. We love doing this stuff. This gives us an opportunity to actually like hang out with you guys and talk with y'all. Thank you for helping us make the mascot. I'm sure, is the goal to have it for next stream, Ben?
The mascot debut coming soon.
We've lost Ben.
To an internet near you.
Ben's been working on Extra Life this whole time.
Check out our social medias, though.
Live stream. Yes.
I'm sure that's what we're announced when our mascot is ready.
That's right. We are annual_pass over on Instagram and on Twitter. We're Annual Pass Pod on TikTok. As a matter of fact, we just posted a TikTok today from our time at the parks, or at least my time at the parks. We shot some stuff in May, and we're finally putting that stuff out now. We shot a ton of stuff at Halloween Horror Nights. You're going to be seeing that very soon as well. Make sure to tune in this weekend for Extra Life. Seriously, it's like the biggest thing for me. I really, really do appreciate it. You can pick up your own soccer ball. You can watch Brad Stuvers just destroy people in front of a wall. It's going to be great. We'll be back for another live stream in December. And I'm actually looking at, we're probably going to do another charity thing in December for Annual Pass, because in January is our Rope Drop Run Club marathon weekend. We're working with St. Jude's Hospital. So I might do something in December where like maybe I'm on a treadmill during the whole 2 hours. If we can source a treadmill here.
Exercise.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of running. So we're going to be raising money for that. So anyway, but this weekend, Extra Life, check it out. Make sure to go to store.roosterteeth.com. We have some new merchandise coming soon. Not the shoes, though. BK has the shoes. That's yeah. You can only.
You can't get
that's a one of one.
these.
One of one. It's my boyfriend's first Extra Life. So excited. Oh, Neko, that's gonna be a lot of fun. But that's gonna do it for us today here on our Annual Pass live stream. Seriously, I love doing the show. BK, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Ben Lexa is somewhere. Thank you, Ben, for helping out in all of the broadcasts. We love you guys. Y'all stay safe. We'll see you soon. Have yourself a lovely day. Bye. Everyone.